Welcome to the 2023 SYC Kentucky, presented by Storm Bowling. The Storm U Championships are brought to you by I Am Bowling, the official merchandiser for the SYC. By PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18. And by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowl Metrics, official tournament management system of the Storm U Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from Kingpin Lanes outside of Louisville, Kentucky and Jeffersontown, it's the 2023 SYC Kentucky. Welcome to the 2023 SYC Kentucky, presented by Storm Bowling. The Storm U Championships are brought to you by I Am Bowling, the official merchandiser for the SYC. By PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18. And by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowl Metrics, official tournament management system of the Storm U Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from Kingpin Lanes outside of Louisville, Kentucky and Jeffersontown, it's the 2023 SYC Kentucky.
All right.
Whoa,
Good morning, Storm Nation. Good morning. We are live from the SYC in Kentucky, and I am joined by a super, super awesome guest, Stephen Buttleman, who is the official bugler of the Kentucky Derby. Is that your official title?
Yes, ma'am.
That is fantastic. So you just did the national anthem, and you did the call to the post.
Correct.
And it was so cool.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me. This is such a cool event.
Yeah.
It was just amazing. I remember playing at it a few years ago, and
Yeah.
I was really blown away then, and this is just really cool.
Yeah, so we have youth athletes from 29 different states came to Louisville, Kentucky this weekend to compete. Now, they're not cool horses, right? But they're awesome, right?
Yeah. Very awesome.
Yeah. All right. So while I have you, why don't you talk a little bit? How long have you been the bugler for the Churchill Downs?
This was my 28th Derby.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that it's been that long, but yeah, I love it. It's a great job. I love getting to meet the people and the fans. And then I'm very blessed to get to do different events like this and other events around Louisville. And
yeah, and you were here last time, and you took photos with some families, and you offered it again if they want to come and take a photo with you. And what I love is parents are so excited to get their photo taken with you because you are you're part of the Derby. Really, I mean, you are. Every year, you get up at the beginning, and it doesn't matter which horse is racing. You're there.
Well, I'm definitely a visible part, that's for sure. But it's an honor to get to play at Churchill Downs and for the Derby. And it is a pretty busy day.
Yeah.
And I try to pretend that it's just another race. But about an hour before, you can't pretend anymore. It's coming.
Yeah.
And everything gets kind of busy in my little house there in the middle.
Yeah.
So I always take a walk and kind of clear my head. And when I get to the top of the stretch, I look down and I see everyone in their beautiful hats and everything and having a great time in the Twin Spires. And I just think, God, what did I do to get to deserve to be the guy?
So to that point, these youth athletes, they're all young in their careers, right?
Right.
So have you been playing the bugle since you were a kid, or how?
I started in 5th grade.
Okay.
And then played in middle school and high school, and decided that's what I wanted to do as a career, and came to University of Louisville to study with Leon Rapier.
Wow.
And just loved Louisville and ended up staying down here. So
That's awesome. And where are you from originally?
Cedar Rapids, Iowa, originally.
Oh, wow. That's cool. Well, we really appreciate you coming out and, helping kick off the kids. I mean, it's funny because it's like you really got them started. You got them all amped up. They were a little tired when they came in today. And then as soon as you played, it's like all the energy and everything. Have you ever bowled?
I have.
Yeah.
Actually, my nephew and his daughters bowl.
Oh, cool.
And she actually has a scholarship bowling at the collegiate level.
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunities out there. We talk about it every event. So it's definitely a cool. It's fun to see. It's fun to see how much it's grown. So.
Yeah.
Well, thanks again. I think, honestly, we're spending an extra day here, and we're actually thinking about checking out Churchill Downs on Monday because I think they're racing, and we've never been. So
we're racing on Monday, and I'll be playing patriotic music after the call to the post all day.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, because Memorial Day.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I hope you come out and win some money.
I know, that's the goal. So cool. Well, thanks again, Steve, for coming, and we really appreciate it. And thanks for inviting us to this great little city.
Well,
Dak.
Thanks for having me, and enjoy your stay in Louisville, and hopefully we'll see you Monday.
Yeah, I love it. We'll see you. All right, fans, we're not going anywhere. We're going to turn the lanes on so you can watch them get started, and I'll be right back.
You need to press your start button on the scoring monitor.
Oh, you're good. No, you're All right, we are back. How cool is that? We had Mr. Buttleman, who is the official bugler of the Derby. And now we're going to watch some bowling. So we're going to watch two pairs of great competitors here. We have 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Those are our live stream pairs. You see Mr. Mateo Quintero stepping up. He's on the top screen there. Ooh, gets it to go Brooklyn. Sebi Vetter, he took a little break from bowling, and he's back. He's on lane 8. That's his first shot of the tournament. Goes a little high. They are bowling on the short pattern this morning. I'm going to start pulling up some bios. All right. We have Mr. Rush Steen up on lane 9. Rush is now 14 years old. He's bowled 5 SYCs. He's from Waterloo, Iowa. Home bowling center is Cadillac Lanes and Maple Lanes. Favorite pro bowler is Chris Prather. He's been very kind to him, and he's practiced with him. Chris is from that part of the country as well. I think he's from the Illinois, so I'm sure Iowa is a little short drive over. He enjoys the people that he gets to meet in bowling, and his favorite bowling achievement is he bowled an 809 series in this spring for league. He plays the saxophone, and he loves playing jazz. And he wants to shout out to his mom and dad and his grandma Isla. And his main shout out is he has a YouTube channel that he's started, Rush Steen Bowling, so you can follow his journey on YouTube. Looks like we need to raise that camera over there. These boys are tall. We're gonna have to get that one a little taller on it looks like there is a question. I did not go to RMU. I did go to Ohio State. Thanks to someone who followed that. And college bowling's great. I love college bowling. Definitely worth it. I love hearing where the kids get to go on their next steps in their journey. This is the time of year that lots of youth athletes are choosing their next steps, and it's always fun. Fun to see. We see Mr. Alex Crawley up on lane 9. He's 13 years old, averaging 207 back home. He's bowled in 12 SYCs. He's from Whitefish, Montana. Home bowling center, Grizzly Lanes. Favorite pro bowler is Kyle Troop, who's actually joining us this weekend. He'll be here later. He's going to step in and do some commentary. Francois Lavoie, Jason Belmonte, and Chris Sloan fill out Alex's favorite bowlers. He enjoys most that bowling is competitive, and he loves seeing his friends from other states. He won an SYC title in Iowa, and he's also a Montana Pepsi champion. In his free time, he loves to ski and paddleboard on the lake. He also does jiu-jitsu, and he enjoys playing piano, and he just ranked up to 2nd class in Boy Scouts. And this is true because he's taught me a thing or two about birds. He can teach you things about birds. He is a total bird lover. He goes bird watching, and he knows a ton of facts about all the species of birds. He'd like to say hi to his dad, grandma, and grandpa, Uncle Chemo, Uncle Dave, Aunt Sue, Nana, and his birds at home, Choi Choi and Echo, his dogs Benny and Jasper, and Rhino Page and Del Warren and Ron Hatfield. He's got a long list of people watching at home. See Mr. Nathan Smeal. He's up on line 9 right now. Nathan's 14. This is his very first SYC. He's from Cleveland, Ohio. He bowls at Roll House Lanes in Parma. Favorite pro bowler is Packy. He likes bowling for the challenge of getting better. He is going to play football next year for his high school, and he wants to say hi to his grandmas back home and the Lutheran West bowling team. Welcome to the SYC, Nathan. The Smeal family actually spent last night with us out at the park. We had a great social outing with the families. Jeremy was there last night at the park. I see him in the chat today. Good morning, Jeremy. See Tyler Polis up on lane 10. He's 13 years old, averaging 186. He's from Chicago, Illinois. Home bowling center, River Rand. Favorite pro bowler, Norm Duke. His favorite thing about bowling is he enjoys the competition and hearing the crash of a high flush hit pushing 10 pins into the pit. He also likes seeing his bowling family and friends he's made through competing. He doubled in the 10th this year to win his very first Elite Youth Tour Championship title, and he plays first and third and pitches for his baseball team. He'd like to give a shout out to his bowling family as well as parents for allowing him to compete at the highest level. For those watching, I am going to fix this camera angle the next round. These boys are taller than I anticipated with my tripod over there, so we'll get a little higher up on them so you can see more of the pins. I apologize, this frame. See a nice shot by Alex. That's a strike for Mr. Alex. It's a great place to be. We love being here. What's awesome is Kingpin Lanes actually contributed $6,000 to the scholarship fund. So we're thankful for John McCarthy and his team here. They've been great. See Mr. Joss here, Joss Weems on lane 7. Nice strike. Joss has a double to start, and then a little open frame, and then a strike. Still early. They're bowling on a 36-foot pattern. It's got 26 mils volume. Our friends at KEGEL, they sponsor the SYC, and they provide all of the lane patterns that these youth athletes are bowling on. Brady, the bowling science kid, takes care of business on lane 8. Adam Wakely here. He's 15 years old. He's averaging 223. He's from Farmington, New York. Fairview Lanes. Favorite pro bowler is Darren Tang. And he enjoys having fun with friends. He also rolled 300 on wood lanes this year. And in addition to bowling, he also swims competitively and plays tennis and golf. Wants to say hi to Grandma Lauren, Grandpa Tom, and Grandma Boss. And I'm joined by Casey Mattingly, which he has the best man bun in the house.
Oh, let's go.
I don't see another one, so.
I've seen plenty of long hair.
Yeah, they could be doing the man bun, right?
Could be.
But they don't choose to. You need to work on it. Maybe you can talk some kids into it.
I bet by the end of the day we can make that happen.
Yes. Hang on a second, Casey.
Sure.
All right. Sorry. We have
Questions.
questions.
Technical
Questions galore. Questions galore. All right. Sorry. So Casey Mattingly.
Hey,
How's it going?
it's going great. I was down there catching up with the Starkies, of course.
Yes. Very nice. So my situation is the right camera is frustrating me because it should be taller because these kids are tall.
Oh, I see.
Yes, but that's all right. We'll fix it after game 1 is complete.
We can
can't
make
fix
that
it
happen.
right now. But we can watch Rush Singh pick up his 10 pin. And it's off. And I didn't jinx him. That's a
Textbook.
good start.
Textbook.
Yeah. So, Casey, they're bowling on 36 feet.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
Yes. How do you feel about this pattern?
It's not a ton of oil, really.
That's what I thought. It's pretty light. 26 mils.
Not a lot of 2-2s in the front. I think that it won't be long where you see reactive going down the lane. Josh Weems already started with reactive.
Yeah. No
So-
urethane, right?
Not much. I mean, I think everybody practiced with it. Obviously, they hear short pattern and they're like, all right, urethane. But I think they're going to stretch this pattern pretty quick, and everybody's going to get into reactive.
I like it. I like that theory. So Sebi Vetter up here on lane 8. This is his grand return to bowling. He took a little break. You know, sometimes when you're a kid, it gets a little frustrating. And you're like, man, I want to go and play basketball, which is what he did.
Yeah.
And he put all of it into basketball for a little while, and now he's back to bowling. So his dad's here with us. I'm sure his mom's watching at home. We miss you, Lori. Hello to you.
There's nothing wrong with being well-rounded.
Right? I think it's great. And
I'm
now
all
we're
for it.
glad that he's back bowling. Welcome back, Sebi. You got a shout out. Nathan Johnson says Casey.
Hey,
I think
buddy.
that's like hi.
Hi, Nathan. Oh, I see you down here.
Yeah. Yeah, you got comments.
All
So-
right.
Yeah.
So I gotta go back a little bit.
Okay.
I'm from Kentucky. And
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm from Owensboro.
Oh.
So I just live in Indiana, but I'm from Kentucky.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
That's awesome, though.
Born and raised. I went to Lindsey Wilson College, so
Okay.
they had a bowling team down
Okay.
there too.
Okay.
But we don't have professional sports here. We have the Kentucky Derby, and so having the bugler here.
Was that not the coolest thing?
Like-
Did you get a picture?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
Pictures,
I'm like,
video. I have goosebumps.
yeah, but like, did you get a
Oh,
picture
yeah.
with Steve?
I went and talked to him.
Phew.
Oh gosh.
I was like, I didn't see you take a picture.
like for me, that was something else.
You know, he has. I asked him. I go, have you ever, seen bowling, or have you ever been bowling? I think he said his niece and nephew. I'll have to listen back because I forget now. But he has family members that bowled, and they bowl collegiately. And he's like,
Oh.
it's really cool.
I
Like,
did not know.
yeah,
that.
I didn't either. And I'm like, yeah. So anyway, it was super cool to hear him. So,
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know the surrounding states they have professional sports, and we have, they have soccer here
Yeah.
in Louisville.
Well, this
And
is
that's
another.
how you say it, by the way, Louisville. And I'm going to ask all the kids. I am.
Yeah,
I'm
and you're
make a
gonna
video.
film this video, and we're
Yep.
gonna put it out on Storm, right?
That's it. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So we're gonna film the kids saying it today. Good luck. Good
But
luck, children.
They don't even know what's coming.
But
we have some minor league baseball teams.
you have college teams. This is another big
Oh.
college town,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Like, so yeah, I love it. But
The University
right.
of Louisville, and then we have their little brother, University of Kentucky. We'll see who jumps in the chats on that one. Go Cards.
well, I did drive past the Louisville football stadium.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I liked it. There are a lot of things to do in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm impressed.
I've heard some parents already talk about going to the Louisville Slugger Museum.
Oh my goodness! So
Which-
we did that the last time we were here, and parents, if you're listening, take your child to this museum.
Mhm.
It is fantastic. The way that they do it is just out of this world. So
Yeah.
highly recommended.
And then obviously going back, Churchill Downs. There's just so much history.
Yeah,
Like,
and they're racing on
gosh.
Monday.
are they?
Yeah, so I think we're gonna try to sneak over, catch a race maybe. But
Nice.
yeah, it's cool. They were racing last night too.
Mhm.
I don't want to talk about what happened because it wasn't good. But I saw it on the news this morning. I'm like, oh,
Oh, I
Not
missed
good.
that.
oh, yeah. Well, you know what's been happening in Churchill Downs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently it happened again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm like, oh. Anyway, all right. Back to bowling.
Anyway.
Okay, so Tyler Poulos over here. He's having a little bit of a struggle to start the day. Yeah, I don't think he's super happy and lined up, but he's making it He's gonna make the spare. That's
He's gonna do it.
And then it's gonna all turn around for him.
I think he's in the right ball. I think he's throwing a TNT. It's reactive. It's nice and smooth. Short pattern. I think it's a good choice.
First game on the short is always hard.
It's tough.
I don't care who you are. It is hard. Even Mateo, that was a double for him, but he hasn't opened in there. Unlike him.
Short is one of those things that obviously you have to be a little closer to the gutter, and when you're not used to doing that, and you start pulling shots, you start losing confidence, it's real easy.
Yeah. Got Mr. Weston Griffin. He just delivered that strike on lane 7. Weston, actually, this is a success story for all those people out there that are like, I'm always on a waiting list. I never get into an SYC. Weston was on the waiting list. He got called this week, and he made it into the tournament. Because we do have withdrawals, but they're usually really close to the start of the tournament. So if you're on the waiting list, you kind of have to be ready to make that decision to go last minute. But we're glad Weston is here.
Fantastic.
Because you have kids and you work with children at school because you're a teacher. Things come up all the time for kids.
All the time.
It's like something gets scheduled, you didn't know about it, someone gets hurt, something happens.
We have a family friend that they're flying to Disney this morning, but their kid spiked a 104 fever yesterday. They had taken to the ER, just out of nowhere.
Oh, heartbreaking.
So yeah, kids, stuff happens.
Yeah, it happens. Got to be flexible. All right, we got Zachary Smeal and Nathan Smeal, the brothers, up at the same time. Mr. Zach he's going for a spare here on lane 8. Nice spare there.
Very good spare.
Yep. And then we've got Nathan. Let's see what he can do over here. Oh, I liked that shot.
That wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Again, the end over end roll, keeping them out of trouble.
Just saw a new name, Zane. Zane did not fill out his bio, though. Zane, I want to brag about. Oh, yes, he did. Here it is. Oh, it's popping up. Zane is 14. Hometown Canton, Illinois. Home bowling center, Lynn Lanes. Favorite pro bowler, Kyle Sherman.
Kyle Sherman. Good dude.
Yeah, right?
I love Kyle.
Yeah, they have a pretty fun YouTube channel.
They do.
What do you enjoy most about bowling? The friendships. Very nice, Zane. He has bowled a 300 game. He also plays baseball, and he would like to tell Kyle Sherman that he wants to be in one of your videos. So Kyle, if you're listening, Zane from Canton, Illinois, is in. He will drive to you. He just wants to be in a video.
I bet we can make that happen.
I think we can. I might film a video with Zane and send it to Brad and Kyle. Tell him, hey.
Mateo with a great shot there.
Mateo's dancing it out, too. Jeremy Thomas, who's new to our team, he says, what's up, buddy, to you.
Hey, Jeremy.
He was at the park last night. You missed him.
I did.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's my last day of school.
He's watching for Connor Woosley. Great kid.
Hey, Connor.
And Jeremy, if you want to come, you can hang out with us. We're here. You can hang out in the live stream booth.
Come on down.
It's like The Price is Right.
It is.
But what you win is a day watching youth bowlers. I think that's better than some of the prizes.
I would say for sure.
All right, so I don't have my glasses on. Can you help me out with this? I'm failing this morning. I remember I told you.
Struggle bus.
No, here's what happened. I got completely thrown off because I had everything set up really fast today, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, I have more time than normal.
Gary wasn't here to sidetrack anybody.
Right?
That's what it was.
I'm like, I'm completely set up, and it's 8:05. Like, what's going on here? Like, what do I do now? Because normally I'm like to the 8:30, 8:40, like nothing. So yeah, I forgot some important things like glasses. Anyway, so how are our scores looking?
Oh, let's see. Weston's bowling a pretty good game here. He just doubled. Weston's throwing it pretty good. Mateo is on a 3-bagger.
We'll take that.
Nothing wrong with that. But they're not huge, really, looking around.
Yeah, Garrett Andrews is the only one that I see.
Yep.
That score looks pretty good. Our friends at Kingpin Lanes helped us out and put the SYC logo up there. Pretty sweet.
Yeah, I love that. They're doing some renovations here, but they got a good thing going.
This bowling center is fantastic. I will tell you guys, when we walked in, I'm like, wow, I've never been here. I know John. John's awesome. John loves to give back to the youth, and he just loves bowling. And what's cool is the owner of Kingpin Lanes is totally into investing in his facility, which is fantastic. When you have an owner or a proprietor that's always about the center, making it better. Like you said, they're doing another renovation. They did one. The arcade is gorgeous.
Yes.
I don't know if you've stepped in there.
I did.
The pro shop is brand new. Now they're building this VIP lane center over there. I'm gonna come and bowl league at Kingpin Lanes. That's my next. I keep every time we come to an SYC, I tell them I'm like, I'm gonna come bowl league here on Thursday nights.
I think you'd dig it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So
Pretty comfy.
My best friend and his brother used to live a mile from here.
Oh, cool.
And we would come, and they had the Route 66 bowling.
Yeah,
And that's what we always did.
that's what they're.
That's what used to be over there.
But
before they
they're
knocked
putting
all
it
out.
back in. They're building more.
Oh, okay.
And they're leveling. So literally right now they're digging in the building to level it. But they have to
Yeah.
lower it. So yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah, but that's going back in. Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah.
66 is coming back.
So we were moving tables earlier, and you're right. I mean, literally, like busting up the floor. There's dirt and rock over there.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm not kidding. I don't kid.
And it's great. You know, my family owns a bowling center. Little 16-lane wood center was built in 1961, and investing, putting money back in the center is something that has to be done. But
Yeah.
sometimes it's not easy.
No, and that's
So
yeah.
kudos to them.
Yeah, it's not. That was just a little outside for Zach. I liked that shot.
I did too.
Just didn't. Could have come back, but it didn't. Hate it when it doesn't come back. You're right. Weston is killing it over here. Weston came to bowl. He's like,
He
I
did.
got off the wait list. I'm here. I'm going to make it count.
Like, that's positive vibes right there.
Right? I joke with these youth athletes. Rush is getting ready to step up on lane 10. He's grown at least a foot since the last time I've seen it. At least. It may be more. But I'm like, Rush, what happened here? But you know what? That's what they do. They grow.
Brady with a strike on 7. Great shot.
Not bad for Alex up there. Alex Crawley on lane 9. He's keeping to himself today. I like it. He's very
He
focused.
is focused. I can tell.
He's like, I'm not gonna mess this up this time.
His mom, Hillary, one of the founding members of Team Shark.
She is. We're wearing our Shark jerseys.
Yes.
Hold on, let me Team Shark for anyone watching. Take that, Nathan.
That's right.
For those who don't watch the Morning Bowl, there is a famous question. Would you rather want to be attacked in the wild by a tiger or the ocean with a great white shark? And I didn't say that as well as Gary does. But basically, which one do you want to go against? And we're Team Shark.
We are absolutely Team
We're
Shark.
taking on the great white shark.
Yep.
Cliff Barnes in the chat. What's up, Cliff?
They grow too fast. That they do.
They do. Way too fast. Not a fan. I was laughing because, Landon, Jordan, Griffin,
Mm-hmm.
Gianna, for those who are watching, you know those names, I'm sure.
Superstars.
Griffin Jordan drove Landon and Gianna here. His parents had, like you, they're working schools, so they
Wow.
had to stay and work, and they drove themselves down, and then the parents met them down there last night.
It's almost sad.
I'm like, no. I'm like, Griffin, no. Little Griffin. Little Griffin is driving. Oh, then I feel old. Anyway, Weston, let's finish this 10th frame while I feel depressed over here. And then this is the time of year too, as I'm on my depression speech here. The time of year when kids come up and tell me this is their last SYC. I just jinxed Weston.
Oh, yeah.
Like, last SYC. I'm like, no, you're not old enough to age out.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah.
I say it every one that I come to. I say it's like a travel league. All
It's
these
awesome.
families know each other, and they're in the back talking, and the kids are competitive, but they enjoy themselves. They're talking. They're all friends down here. It's such a friendly atmosphere. You wouldn't think that it's a big tournament.
Yeah.
It-
I'm watching. I don't know what's going on in 11 and 12. They keep looking over at me. I'm like, do you need something? What's going on?
Super Alex doubled.
Go,
Let's
Alex.
Go. Rush on the IQ Tour Ruby. That thing, it looks good going down the lane.
Do you have a ruby?
Oh, yeah.
That ball's good.
It's real good.
I like the ruby. All right, Mr. Brady here. Brady McDonough. Storm Swollen Science Kid. And
Brady,
he
two
did not
gloves.
like it. Didn't like it.
Out of trouble, though.
Yeah.
Makeable.
It's early, Brady. It's okay. You're going to pull a shot or two.
Alex with a triple. Let's
Alex.
just fill this one up.
Alex is like, I'm going to get every pin I possibly can.
So many different bowling styles here.
Right?
But I really like the glove idea with Brady.
That is, he was the first to do it.
I think it's smart.
It's for
grip.
two-hander. Yeah, you
need
don't
grip.
want your hand slipping.
Yep.
You have joined the Black Cloud team though. You just
Apparently.
jinxed him. Still a 188. It's not a bad start. He'll take it. Mr. Rush. Rush is, I don't think he'll be happy with this game, but that ball took off on it.
It did.
Holy cow.
Threw it in a little different place than the last shot. Last shot rolled up pretty well.
All right, Casey. So after this game is complete, we're going to take a very short break.
We are.
And then either we'll be back or a special guest will be back. We're not sure.
Ooh, special guest.
But Casey, I'm sure you will be back in the booth. Thanks for hanging out with us at the SYC weekend.
Absolutely. My pleasure. We're going to have to gather some scores in a minute.
You are.
Yep.
Are you a scorekeeper?
I wasn't told that I was a scorekeeper.
We can make you one.
Well, I've got bowl metrics pulled up.
Yeah.
Their stuff works quite well. It's amazing.
Bowl Metrics is the best.
Oh, my gosh.
And I think you're still on a list of our score. Let me look. I'm checking. Yeah, you're a scorekeeper. You're good to go.
Funny enough, my email doesn't work for here. I tried to sign in.
Huh.
And last time, I just used your account.
Oh, well, we can try it again.
We can try it again.
We could try it on the break.
All right.
We'll make Casey a scorekeeper on Bowl Metrics. We're demonstrating how easy it is to utilize the software. It takes a minute to add a scorekeeper.
Oh, it's amazing software. You know what I just saw go down the lane? The Storm soccer ball.
Ooh, that is
Oh
a
my
classic.
goodness. So I wanted one forever.
Oh, we
Oh.
got a little fun update for anyone that's watching. If you're from Ohio, you'll care about this. Jaden Combs. He is on the front end.
He's got a lot.
You know where Jaden Combs is going to college?
I don't.
Indiana Tech.
Hey, that's right near me.
He is committed. I think he graduated this weekend. I could be wrong.
That is a little less than an hour north of me. Straight north
Yeah.
of me.
He'll be there. And it's off. And we jinxed him.
Yeah, we sure did.
I blame Leanne.
It's definitely her fault. We're down here talking about soccer balls.
Yeah, we were not. We had no front head on our radar.
But I will say, so I got my hands on a 15-pound Storm soccer ball, resurfaced it. It looked amazing. And I posted it because I was so proud of it because I'd wanted one for 15 years.
Yeah.
And Mr. Chrisman commented on my Facebook
Ah,
post, and he
nice.
said every one of the black pieces in the middle were hand painted.
No way.
I had no idea.
I
I
didn't
was
know
like,
that.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Well, we're gonna watch Mr. Tyler here. Tyler's gonna finish out this awesome game. Mateo. Oh, and Mateo has a great game going too. Here. Man, I'm done talking.
That was bad.
I'm out. Blair is going to take a coffee break. The bowlers are on their own.
Hey, Tyler, I think, relaxed a little bit.
And we
Wasn't
jinxed him too.
He was. But he had a three-bagger there.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
he
Not as
took
bad.
a breath, wasn't squeezing as much. The ball was getting off his hand really well.
You know what I'm gonna do instead of clouding bowlers is fix this camera, and that's my job in the little tiny break that we have here. I'm gonna raise it up a little bit because
Okay.
people are tall. I'm not tall, but these bowlers are. And here goes Mateo. Let's spare it. One time, Mateo.
Yeah.
He went for count. He was clever.
So skipping procedure today is Michael Jordan.
Yes, I
It's-
love that.
2-3, 2-3.
Yes. All right, so we're taking a short break. We'll be right back. All right, and we are back. We got more bowlers. We got new bowlers that have made their way to our new pair. And this is the closest we've ever been to the bowlers in a live stream.
Really?
Normally I guess that's not true. There's some high tables that sometimes you're like right up there. But we're like in the pit with them. We're like eye level. We feel what they feel right now. Do you feel it?
I feel it.
I feel it too. I feel that we're going to watch Jaden Combs on lanes 9 and 10, and he had the front 10 last game.
Heather, I'm guessing mom.
I think that is mom. Hey, Heather.
Hi, Heather.
I think Heather's in the building, though. I saw Heather today.
Oh.
So, I don't know. But we got some bowlers. We got some new bowlers. We have Mr. Charles Franchette. I don't know Charles. Let me look up Charles. Let's see where Charles is from. Oh, you know what? It's Chaz.
Chaz.
And it's Franchetti.
I like that.
I like that last name. He's from Fairlawn, Ohio. How do I not know Chaz? Chaz?
You see the jersey he's rocking? A Chris Vi signature jersey.
Man, that is... I love it. He's 16 years old. He bowls at AMF Riviera Lanes. He has his favorite pro bowler. It's tough for him to choose. He has so many absolute favorites, but one is also one of his coaches, the famous Donnie Hogue. He's on the PBA 50 tour, bowls it on the Canadian National Tour, and he can drill a bowling ball, let me tell you. Donnie Hogue's pretty good. He loves the complexity of the sport. His favorite bowling achievement, he has converted a 7-10 split. And he enjoys cooking, cycling, playing tennis, hanging out with his friends. He loves his cats, Coco and Poof Poof. I want to meet Poof Poof.
Yeah.
They're Himalayan mixes. And
I love the next part. Shout out to my sister.
Yeah, she's playing in a soccer tournament this weekend, and he wants to thank his parents for providing him the opportunity to bowl in tournaments like this. He says, I know I'm not winning these things, but I'm continuously getting better because of them.
He's exactly right.
Chaz.
As far as getting better.
Yes, I love it. I love it.
Chaz, we're talking about you, buddy.
Yeah, he looked back. He's like, hey. Annette asked, what did Weston finish with? And I failed to look up at the end of Weston's game. I know he had a good game. But he split at the end, right? Didn't we?
Yeah,
didn't we jinx him?
We did.
It's our fault.
But he's on it this game.
And the scores will be up shortly in Bull Metrics. You can find them, I promise.
So what division is this?
I would go out on a limb and say U18 boys.
This is the big one.
They're tall. Got Carson Estes up here. Carson, let's see where Carson's from. Carson, not Karsten. Carson Estes. He's from Indiana.
Indy, let's go.
He's from Indianapolis. Right. I hope he's bowling next month. I bet he is.
I bet so.
He's one of his home bowling centers is where we're going. Royal Pin Expo. Favorite pro bowler, Kyle Troop. He gets to meet him this weekend.
Yeah. He'll be back today.
Yep. He loves making new friends and competition. He has qualified for Junior Gold for a second time. And he is the driver for his high school robotics team, Cyber Blue 234.
Very cool.
I don't know anything about robotics, but I think it's really cool.
It's pretty awesome. I think they use, this is the very, very little that I know about it. They use Vex robotic kits, and they build these things. I know my high school has a robotics team.
That's pretty cool.
That's about all I know, is that they have a robotics team.
Yeah, I don't remember robotics being a thing when I was a kid, and if it was, I apologize. But this whole, the modern age of robots, I'm in. We were talking, one of the bowling center we're going to in Wisconsin Ashwaubenon Bowling Alley.
Mhm.
The proprietor is here this weekend. He's checking out the SYC
Oh,
to kind
awesome.
of see what it's all about. They have one of those serving robots at their bowling
Yes.
center, which I'm
Yes.
obsessed with. And I'm like, can we bring him out at the SYC? And they said no,
Oh.
because he has trouble navigating the bags.
Oh, okay.
But I said, can we still bring him out like one day just to say hi? And they're like, we'll bring him out for you. Because I would name my robot if I had a robot.
Yeah, those things are really cool.
Yeah.
I've seen them in other bowling centers. I've seen them in restaurants. They bring out food. Those things are amazing.
I'm in. I think I'm totally in with technology. All in. Got a shout out for Charlie Burns. Charlie is up on lane 9 here. Oh, wait. I was told. No, it wasn't this one yet. There was someone that told
Good
me
shot.
a pronunciation earlier. And you know what I forgot that I was going to do? And I keep remembering it every time, but I forget before the next event happens. I want to put like pronunciation as one of the things that they fill out on the live stream, like
Oh,
or
good call.
enunciation or something, so that I can not butcher everyone's last name. But I feel for you if your name gets butchered, because with a name like Blumenscheid, I've had up my share,
I'm sure you do.
and I just roll it off at this point.
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, whatever. Stephanie says she's just going to Wisconsin for the robot. I'm telling you.
Yes.
I'm in for the robot. I want to go see the robot. Brooks Golden here. He's got some cool hair.
We can turn that into a man bun.
Brooks, Casey has a little. He wants to talk to you after you're done bowling.
Yep. We can do that.
McKellen Gang. He had a double to start. Goes a little light on lane 7. Monster shot on lane 9.
You can hear that through the headphones.
Okay, James, we see you. We see you, James. Good try at it. Good try, Brooks. Mr. Matthew Carmester. Sorry. See, this is where I need my little enunciation.
You're doing well.
I'm trying. There's a lot of new names, which is great because that means we have new SYC families that have joined us this weekend. Welcome to the SYC. Jaden Combs is not a new SYC bowler. He's been to a few. He's stepping up. I'm not jinxing him. I'm not doing it.
Switching pairs after having the front 10, and
He's still going. We'll
He's
just
still going.
we'll just put it that way.
still going. Doing his thing.
He's been on a clinic. He's like, I'm here. He graduated on Saturday. I was close. Graduated Sunday. And he's like, yeah, I'll graduate.
Oh. Did you see that dirty messenger?
Ooh, we
That
did.
That was amazing.
We did. I'm going to do some big cameras. So we'll flip between pairs. So if you're watching someone on lane 7 and 8, we'll be back. See Mr. Ethan Caruso here on lane 10. Nice shot. Nice shot by Ethan. Ethan's mom is a teacher. So this is where I go into my SYC sign-up day stories. And she works at the schools. I'm pretty sure she said she works at the schools. I'm not sure what she does at the schools. And she marks off as her meeting, like almost like a meeting request or whatever,
Yep.
is completely like siloed away in wherever she is until sign up is over. And she has gotten in every single time. She's very proud of it.
Good for her.
Every time that she's tried to sign up, she has gotten in.
That's impressive.
And
it
when,
really is.
Yeah, and when she hasn't tried, she's not going for it. But I'm like, that is impressive. And of course, Ethan is at school all day, and he always comes home and asks, "Did we get in? Did we get it?" Like, it's like the first question. It's hard, man.
It is.
It's not easy for us either. Don't worry, parents. I'm going through it as much as you are on a sign up day.
I mean, it's not like you don't want everybody that wants in to get in.
no. It's like a pit of my stomach is a pit that day. I'm like, ugh, can't. I feel sick all day. Nervous before it goes off. Nervous when it sells out. Nervous when it doesn't sell out. I'm nervous all the time.
Yeah.
It's all nerves.
Well, our next one is in Indianapolis, and there are spots available.
There are. The signups are open through the 31st, and then we are going to close the link down just so that we can start finalizing the field. We have about 300 bowlers signed up, which is incredible. If you're on the fence, please sign up. We have plenty of room. It's a great warm-up for junior old.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to kind of get the city down before you're there. I heard there's some construction going on.
A little bit of construction going through.
Yeah, so it'll be good because you get to see all the construction before you have to worry about it in junior gold. Just makes everything easier.
A lot of fun stuff to do in Indy, too.
That's what I hear. All right, so Kyle Dunn over here on lane 8. He's also from Ohio.
Oh. OH.
IO. Good job, Casey. Well done. Mr. Kyle here. Let's see what he does. So he went strike, open, strike. So this is the lane that may have given him a little trouble. See if he made a little move. He throws it okay.
He does. Oh, look at that. That's a great shot.
That was money. Good job, Kyle.
He's moved in there with that urethane ball.
He's not afraid. Oh, you know what? I just noticed. See, I need to keep it on 2 frames because I'm talking about Kyle, and you're not even watching Kyle. You didn't even see the shot we were just talking about.
Well, I promise it was a good one.
It was really good. They're both up again. I need more space on my screen. That's what I need. Should play around with this.
Oh. Little Swisher 7 there. For Mr. Combs. I didn't say anything, so I didn't jinx him.
Yeah, nope. We are not in the business of jinxing people. We do try to let them bowl well.
Lance Gordon in the chat says, I'm at Travel Softball and wishing that they were here.
We're missing you, Lance.
For sure.
I think he'll be around in Indy. His daughter, Lydia, is a great bowler. U12 girls division.
Cameron Estes says, lots of construction in Indy, especially between Expo and Western. I came from the north side, and it's not any better up there. So.
When is Indy not under construction? That's what I want to know.
Well, I came to Louisville last weekend, and no issues with traffic. It took me from where I am about 2 hours, 15 minutes to get down here last weekend. Yesterday, I was on 465, which goes all the way around Indianapolis for almost an hour and a half.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it was gross.
It's gross.
Of course, it is Indy 500 weekend.
I forgot
they
about
have a little
that.
race up there.
That tiny little race,
Yeah.
Few thousand people go. 100,000. How many people can fit in this? Is it arena?
I want to say track.
Track.
I want to say 300,000.
Wow, that's a lot of people.
It is. It's huge though. I've been there many times.
It's like the Derby. Like you have to go. Like if you're in Indy, you got to go to the Indy 500 if you're in town when it's there.
I have a cousin that works on the safety crews for him. So when there's a wreck, he gets on a truck and runs out there, and one of those main guys. His dream job.
It's pretty cool. Our buddy Chaz here. I'm calling him our buddy now because I feel like I know him. Because his bio was so great.
It was.
So authentic. Let's see what he can do. He's also playing in. He's playing in with reactive. Looks like he tugged it a little bit.
He missed in a lot on that one.
Yeah, it's all right. He was on a 4-bagger, so.
But he's got that TV bowling supply logo on his shirt, so that's gotta count for something. Hi, good morning.
Hi. We had a Brandolino spotting.
Yes, we did. I have not seen Miss Brandolino throw a shot yet, though.
I think the Jordan boys. Oh man, I think Grandma was watching.
Landon's to our left.
Yeah,
He's on
I think
5
they're
and
gonna
6.
miss us though, right? Because 5 and 6.
3. 1, 2, 3. He's gonna be on 11 and 12 next.
So you'll be able to see him. Oh, you'll be able to see him a little bit
A little bit.
next game. Griffin will come to 7 and 8 though. I think they're on different pairs. Landon's, yeah. So there's your update. If you do let us know which bowler you're watching for, we'll try to give you a heads up when they're coming your way. So we do keep the camera stationary. That is so that we showcase as many bowlers as we possibly can. Because we'd love to show you every shot that they throw. But we just can't. Physically cannot. If you saw how many cords I'm sitting in front of right now.
Oh, it's a lot. Kind of looks like a spider web.
Yeah, it does.
Well, Ethan Caruso was on a 4-bagger and then left the Paralyzer 5-pin. And it was a good shot. It was a little light, but just spun around.
Sometimes the pins are mean. That's what I've decided. Matthew gets it to go with a Brooklyn. He'll take it. Okay, so here's Kyle Dunn. Last frame on lane 7. There you go. Of course, you know, we don't show the great shot on lane 8. And then we talk about him and we jinx him. Kyle, I'm letting you down today, man. You can blame me.
It looked like he moved in a little bit more on that shot, and the ball it never got out. He was throwing urethane close to 4th arrow, and it just picked up. And
I think it's tricky because I think there is an OB. I've seen some bowlers hit that OB and it just doesn't come back. Like
Yes.
that would be an example.
Yep.
And so you have to, if you're jumping in, you want to get it to the right, but you have a part you can't hit.
It's you know, the centers where the gutters don't hook, and then you put a short pattern on.
It's fun.
Oh man. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I think that's the problem. I think bowlers are trying to avoid this OB, and that's causing them to be more in the middle, and then it's just not. They're going high, going Brooklyn. I say that, and Ethan is playing the gutter. But see, the ball still didn't want to go.
Yeah.
It didn't want to get there.
Starting to see some reactive. They're starting to get into it.
You called it. Bounce. I was trying to let McKellen's ball bounce, but I was rooting for it. Split pickups are exciting.
McKellen. I had not seen that name yet.
Yeah, right? It's a good one.
That is a good one. And being a teacher, I see all kinds of names. McKellen is one I've never heard.
Ah, you do see lots of names. So first day of school, do you worry about butchering names?
No. I apologize first thing. And I'm just very honest with them. And I said, hey, I don't know how to say this. Help me out.
And then do you ask them like, oh, if you have a nickname, let me know, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
Absolutely. Sometimes I just give them a nickname.
It's the best way to be. All right. We do have a Charlie Burns fan in the chat. Charlie's having a great game. Lefty. Didn't like it.
Do something cool. It did. It did.
I think he just bowed down
I
to
think
the
so.
pins. He's like, thank you. Thank you for helping me.
Well, when you cave in the Greek church, that's
That's
a great break.
Yeah, you say, oh, thank you so much. Love it. Here's Mr. Jaden. Jaden reminds me a little bit of you, Casey. And I say that because, man, I'm just
Because he whiffs the head pin.
No, that was not what I was going to say. But I should have known. Everyone from Ohio knows this because last tournament, I could not mention anybody from Ohio. When I mentioned them, bad things occurred.
Okay.
So I should know better. I apologize to the entire state of Ohio. I'm not talking about Kyle. He can do his own thing. See?
That was a great shot.
That was a really good shot. Okay, so anyway, back to Jaden. Jaden is so nice and so genuine, and he always comes up and says, "Hey, is there anything I can do to help?" And he is just a great young man. And there's a lot of great kids out here. Like, I'm not picking on anyone and saying this kid is better than the other or whatever. But Jaden is always coming up, and he tells us he's just one of those kids, right? Like, always asking if he can help.
That's excellent.
Yeah. Yes, Goodman. The black cloud continues.
Goodman, what's up, buddy?
I'm here. Hey, he was on Team Shark.
He was.
What's up, Goody? Team Shark is representing.
We are here today.
We showed up. Charlie thanked the bowling gods on that shot. Chris,
Yes.
we agree. He did. Ooh, Matthew tried to roll a 2-pin, but didn't happen. He tried. Nice shot. So I think lane 8 is really good, and lane 7 is tricky.
I would concur with that.
Because I've seen some good shots on lane 8.
They broke lane 8 down very well. Lane 7 could be some topography. That happens.
Ooh, you threw in the T word.
Big word.
That's a buzzword.
Big word. It's true though. It happens. It's a part of the sport we play.
Carson did not want that 9-pin to stand. So this is my issue with bowling, because among issues, if you throw a good shot on a hard pattern, shouldn't it strike?
You would think so. You would think so.
I mean, I get so frustrated. I'm like, I don't throw that many good shots on challenging patterns. Can you just reward me when I do? Like, what is going on here?
Yeah, those are the ones that hurt your chest a little bit.
Oh.
You're like, oh gosh.
It was so funny. We bowled nationals with oh my goodness, her name just slipped my head. Kayla Bandy. We bowled nationals, and I came back on one shot, and she goes, "Did that shot hurt your feelings?" And I go, "It did. It did." It was so cute. And then she came back on a shot, and she's like, "That shot hurt my feelings." So bowlers, we get it. We get when these shots hurt your feelings.
Absolutely.
The
Kayla
pins are
Bandy
mean.
bowled for Pikeville,
She did, yeah.
which is here in Kentucky.
Oh yeah, it is. There's some bowlers that are gonna go to Pikeville. That's a great program.
It is. My very good friend Bobby Brown is the women's coach there.
He's great.
He's a great dude. I've known him for a very long time.
There's a lot of bowling schools in Kentucky. Like we were driving to pick up some stuff, and Bellarmine. I don't know if Bellarmine still has a bowling team. It used to have a bowling team.
Yeah.
There was some bowlers that went to Cumberland.
Yep.
I think that's in
University of the
Kentucky.
Cumberlands.
Yeah. So there's a lot of.
That's where I got my master's degree from.
Oh, look at you go!
I'm an educated man.
Very nice.
Lindsey Wilson College, my alma mater in Columbia, Kentucky, right in central Kentucky. And then
Nice.
its neighboring city, Campbellsville University, also has a bowling program.
There's just so many out there now. Well, and I think what's cool, I've heard a couple bowlers tell me that, and I think this is the best thing that could have come out of COVID, because everybody who went through COVID that was in college or was a high school graduate, or those years were trash for kids. They were bad for everybody, but man, there was some terribleness going on in kids' sports and everything.
Absolutely.
But this COVID year that came out of it, I've heard so many kids tell me that they're taking their COVID year and they're finishing their master's in 1 year, and they're getting it like mostly paid for. And I'm like, that's the best thing that could have come out of COVID.
Yeah.
Because to have that opportunity, that's fantastic.
I agree. And since we're talking about, I can't forget my Kentucky Wesleyan College is in my hometown. They have a program now.
There's so many
So
bowling programs. Like there's some bowlers going to Muskingum in Ohio. I remember when that school, I was looking at that school for tennis, and now they have a bowling program. So it's great. It's fantastic. Bowl college.
that's right.
Get an education and bowl. What's better?
And I'm so far out of college bowling now. I love it. Was my, an amazing experience and traveling all the time. Traveling to and from tournaments was so much fun.
Yeah.
So much.
Oh
fun.
yeah, it was the best.
But now there's NCAA, there's NAIA, there's club nationals,
There's
ITC.
During
it's
college
it's a
bowling,
lot.
I can't keep track of everything. I mean, people tell me who wins, and I'm like, man, there's a lot of bowling going on.
It is.
And it's great.
Oh, that's a great shot from Ethan.
Ethan's a great bowler. Another great young man.
Tall dude, deep knee bend. Like he is down there.
He works hard on his game. He really does.
You can tell. You can tell a lot of these kids do.
I've officially jinxed Kyle. Ever since we talked about him when he wasn't on the live stream, it's just been downhill. Kyle, that's our fault. No, they say that the audio is cutting in and out. That's not good.
That is not good.
I don't know why. We'll check it after this, but
So Jeremy Thomas in the chat says Mike Hall coaches Midway and he's great. Also John Meese coaches Lindsey Wilson now. Yep. Two great friends and guys that care. I love it. It's fantastic. So Lindsey Wilson, they used to bowl a little tournament in Muncie, Indiana, and they'd come up on Friday night, and I would put out a couple patterns for them and let them practice and do pro shop work for them, just if they needed things, or a couple kids would bring up bowling balls to have drilled, and I'd get that done for them. And I love my time there and bowling for them, so giving back as much as I can, even though I'm a long way away. But
I love it.
I'll always do my part.
Yeah, we have an old bio for Brooks. He's from Lexington, Kentucky. His favorite pro bowler was Anthony Simonson. I don't know if that's changed.
Well, he's wearing a Simo jersey.
Yeah, so
Like, that's his signature
maybe
jersey.
he's sticking with Simo. He loves
He's
the
decent.
Simo.
He's decent.
Kyle Troop in the Q&A yesterday gave Simonson because someone asked Kyle, what do you do better than everybody else on tour? Which I thought was a really hard question.
Wow. Okay.
They were not afraid in this Q&A. And Kyle said that quite honestly, he goes, I think I can entertain better. He goes, I can't really claim to be the best bowler anymore. That's either EJ or Anthony Simonson.
Sure.
He said, he goes, Anthony Simonson is the best game in the world right now. He totally shouted him out. EJ is the best player on tour this year. Can't doubt that.
Yep.
And then I can't remember. He said one other thing. Oh, he's like, I can't really say that I throw it the hardest anymore because, what's his name? He just won.
Kevin McCune.
Kevin McCune. He goes, Kevin McCune throws it really, really hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, yeah. So anyway, that's Kyle. Kyle gave a great shout out to Simonson. He throws it okay. So Brooks has won the Kentucky High School State individual and team tournament.
Oh, fantastic.
Pretty,
And he won it with a broken hand.
that's
See
all
that
right.
in the- Golly.
I can't even.
Show off.
I can't bowl without a broken hand, let alone with a broken hand. That's amazing. Good job, Brooks.
Pretty impressive.
Mr. Daniel. That was a good shot. Daniel Durham. Kyle's changing balls. Kyle's trying to overcome the jinx with a ball change.
A ball change on the hard lane.
Yeah. Good luck, Kyle.
Hey, I think, like I said, I I called it. I'm going to say I called it a few frames ago when he was in really deep with the urethane and it struck. And then he went back over there the next shot and it never got down the line.
Yeah.
So let's see what he moves to here.
I'm going to give a shout out to James Jerhobel. He had a great game, 198 on lane 9. I was going to say if that 9 pin stood.
9 pin out.
198 solid. He had one open and 2 opens. But one was a split.
Well, he dug in and still came out just -2.
Yeah.
So that's all right.
After this game is over, I'm going to pull up some scores and see what this squad is pacing. But I never look at it at the end of a game because scores are being put in and
Sure.
it gets tricky.
Oh.
What was that?
Oh.
He turned around. He goes, yeah, the 2 pin fell over.
Yeah.
That was like the 2-8, but the 2 slid, right? 2 pin.
2 pin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it slid over a lot.
Yeah, it slid a lot.
So talking about our buddy making a ball change, I think he went to an IQ tour.
Ah. And it worked.
It did work.
We'll take that.
One of Miss Leanne's favorites.
It
if not
is.
her favorite.
I think it is her favorite ball. Trey Hirschmeyer, just to the left. He's in that teal-colored shirt that you just saw next to Brooks.
Mm-hmm.
He has a big string going.
Hambone. Oh, didn't quite get up.
I'm done talking about youth bowlers today. I'm done. I can't. There's too much pressure. I feel too
It's a lot
much
of pressure.
pressure.
A lot of pressure.
I just want to report that they're doing good things. And then I jinx them. So sad. Trey, I'm sorry. Still a good game, though. I would take anything above 190 at this point.
Oh, yeah. First couple
Actually,
games.
180. I'd take anything above 180.
Yep. And over here we have 224, 236.
All right, so just like last game, we're going to wrap up this game and then take a short break. And we'll be back with some new bowlers. We'll have some score updates. We got a 2-pin back.
Oh, there we go.
The slippery 2-pin. Jaden with a 224 this game. Did we already report that? 260, 220.
Yep,
Clinic going strong.
doing work. Terry McKinney says, "Good morning, Blair. It's a beautiful day in Wisconsin."
Oh, thanks, Terry. Hi, Terry. Terry's awesome. Do you know Terry McKinney?
I don't know Terry McKinney.
Terry's awesome. He's on our team. He bowled with us this year in Missouri.
Oh, awesome. I
Yes.
couldn't make it.
He was,
Couldn't swing that one.
yeah, he's great. He's a shark. Don't worry.
Oh. So he's good people.
We don't talk about those tigers.
And Goody is in here just to remind us that, to be fair, it's not a typical house shot.
Yes.
So the odds of a few bad shots will happen. You're right, 100%.
Yeah, except here's again, Chaz demonstrates you throw a good shot, you should strike. That 7-pin had no right standing there.
Those Swisher 7s.
Chaz,
They bother me.
I'm telling you, I really struggle with this if you throw a good shot and it doesn't strike thing. Bowling, I need to talk to you. Good spare.
There we go.
Very, very solid game for Chaz. Couple errors in there, but other than that,
So got out with 220.
again, I would more than take that game. Seems like avoiding splits is key. I liked Daniel's shot, but it just never read. I think he needs a ball that's a little earlier because he's throwing good shots, but it seems like he's got some nines. Ah. Carson's going to take that and move on.
Obviously, it's a little late now, but what he's throwing looks kind of shiny. If he would have just maybe added a little surface to that in the beginning, where it read a little sooner and it wouldn't miss a spot.
See, I think surface is the hardest thing to learn in the sport because you can't really do it during, well, you can't do it during competition,
Right.
period.
Right.
So you have to learn it when you're practicing, and you can't really duplicate your tournament condition. So that surface is tough.
Absolutely, especially when it's a ball that you don't start with.
Right.
So you really have to guess, like, okay, when I go to this ball in game 2 or game 3, the lanes need to be doing this, or else this isn't going to be the ball. It's got
Right.
the wrong surface.
Right.
It's tough.
Yeah, it is. And then you may have a ball that you put surface on in practice, and you threw it for 2 games, and it got shiny.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, why
That
is
does
this
happen.
ball doing something different?
That very much does happen.
So, anyway, good job by Kyle. All right, fill it up, Kyle, and then move on and strike next game. That's my advice. I think it's good advice.
I think that's good advice. Solid advice. I remember an interview with Brad Angelo, and it was at the World Series of Bowling a handful of years back, and he said, I just knew that I needed a ball with 500 on it.
Yeah.
And so game 1, he threw a ball with 500. In game 2, he switched to another ball with 500. And he's like, that was the surface I needed.
When I was bowling at an event one time, and I am not, listen, people, I bowl 1 tournament a year, I think, at this point. But the great Del Ballard taught me this. He goes, listen, you need surface. You're a bowler that always needs surface. Put surface on more than 1 bowling ball because of that reason, right? I had to have a ball that was fresh surface in the middle of the block. And so I would take similar balls and put surface on it. So anyway, all right, we are going to take a break. We'll be right back. All right, we are back, and we're watching more bowling. We've got lanes, our live stream pairs are lanes 9 and 10, and we also have lanes 7 and 8. Those are the pairs that you're watching. Rhett Runge is stepping up on lane 7. See him. See Mr. James Sinclair. He's going to be on lane 8 here. Good shot. Just a little quick. Lane 9, we see Josh Morgan. He's one of our sibling groups that bowls. His little sister Taylor is in the U12 division. Nice shot by Josh there. Keaton Ostrowski. Hope I got that right. He's up on lane 8. And you also see Mr. Aaron Perry here. Dawson Peterson stepping up. Lane 7 here. He's got to strike the first frame. And 7 is tricky. 8, I believe. 7 is tighter than 8, is what I see. But 7 is definitely the trickier pair or trickier lane on the 7 and 8 pair. I get a double frame here so that you guys can watch 2 pairs. And if you are watching a specific bowler, let me know. We try to show as many as we can throughout the day. That's our goal. All right, so you get to see a little bit of both 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 here. So we do keep the camera stationary so that bowlers can catch the live stream pair as they move throughout the house. The skip is the Michael Jordan skip, as Casey's pointed out. 2323, number 23, was Michael Jordan's number. Kind of clever. Good shot by Ryan Schultz, one of the Maryland bowlers. So we do have a question about Landon and Griffin. And I thought Griffin was going to hit these pairs, but I don't see Griffin. Is Griffin? I saw Tony. No, I lost the Jordan. Oh, Landon is on. So Landon is on 13, so we were off one. Griffin is on 11 and 12. So you will see Griffin just to the right of Aaron. He'll be stepping up. And you might catch at the foul line. He's up next on lane 12, so you might catch him right at the foul line. That's Brady Longnecker up now on 11, and the lane next to him is 12. So, Tony, that's your help. We were off by 1 on our counting. You see Evan Nowak here. Evan's from Iowa. He's bowled 3 events. Gets that split out. Dawson Peterson here. Super smooth release. See Sarah Baker in the chat. Hello, Sarah. I will say hi to Mary Beth. We were excited to see her yesterday. She hung out at the park, too. Her and Brianna Archibald were taking fun selfies at the end. We're missing you. James Sinclair here up on lane 8. He's on a strike. Good shot. That's a double. So our official scorer of the SYC is bullmetrics.com. You can check out all the scores live. Just go to bullmetrics.com and click on 2023 SYC Kentucky. Pull up the U18 boys because that's what we're watching here. U18 boys after two games. Doesn't look like after 2 games. Keaton Ostrowski, who is actually on 7 and 8, is leading. He went 277, 249. Jaden Combs 287, 224. Trevor Ashby in third, 236, 239. And it looks like that they are liking this short pattern this tournament. In the U15 boys, currently leading is Elliot Gordon, plus 42. Joss Weems, plus 31. And Dylan Barnes, plus 12. Top 3. Zach Olson here. He's stepping up on lane 9. Zach is 17. He's from Neenah, Wisconsin. Home bowling center, Rolling Thunder. Favorite Pro Bowler, Norm Duke. He is the first team to bring home he was part of the first team that brought home a championship win for District 8A by winning the Wisconsin State All-Star Challenge in 2023. Along with bowling, he loves baseball, and his goal is to travel and watch a game at all 30 Major League Baseball team stadiums. That is a really cool goal, Zach. His family, he wants to shout out to his family and friends watching at home, and his bowling coaches, Jim and Melissa. Mr. Xavier is stepping up here on lane 9. Xavier's 17. He's from West Hempstead, New York. His favorite Pro Bowler, Francois Lavoie and Norm Duke. He just bowled his very first Sanction 300 recently, and he has 3 Sanction 800s. He's good at basketball and video games, and he just wants to say hi to his family, his 4 sisters, his aunts and uncles who watch. So hello, everyone. Good shot by Xavier. That's a double. Nice shot by Ryan, too. Ryan got that spare. So Keaton was leading the U18 boys going into this game. He has bowled 277, and his second game was 249, and he is still striking this game. Keaton's 16. He's from Rochester, New York, which we just went to last month. His home bowling center is Bowler Lanes. Favorite Pro Bowler, Jesper Svensson. He loves bowling because it's the most unique game, and there's no proper style in bowling. He also enjoys the science and physics of the game. He bowled his first 300 at the age of 11. He's at a Sanction 867 series at 16 years old, and he made it to Junior Gold Match Play in 2021. He also enjoys basketball, and he'd like to give a shout out to Chris Lamb, owner of Lightning Strikes Pro Shop, who has helped him tremendously in his bowling career throughout the years. Caden Pranger. He's got a turkey. Oh, Dawson. Dawson gets that 9-pin to go. He was not going to be happy if that 9-pin stood because he didn't deserve that. Joshua Maslonic is bowled 191, 202 games. Josh is usually a pretty consistent bowler. And I do know that Josh, who begged to bowl this event, graduated from high school yesterday and drove here last night. And he missed practice session, but he got here in time to bowl today. Nice shot by Rhett. Good strike. Good shot by Jay Schofield there. Let's see where Jay's at. Jay. Some bowlers do not fill out their bios, so I cannot brag about them because I don't know them as well. Jay is 16 years old. This is his very first SYC. He's from Milford, Delaware. Bowls at Milford Bowling Lanes. Favorite pro bowler is Francois Lavoie. And he loves the camaraderie of competition and bowling with his peers and the challenge of the mental aspect of the game. He is a 2-time defending Delaware Pepsi State champion. He also plays the saxophone. And on his downtime, he enjoys playing video games online with his friends. And he would like to thank his mom and dad for always supporting him with bowling. And he wants to thank them for the sacrifices that they make so he can participate. I'd like to thank his teammates, Cody, Ben, Hunter, Trevor, Bruce, Ryan, Matthew, and Sven for supporting his love of the game. And he'd like to thank his amazing girlfriend, Jillian, for always supporting him in tournaments and in life. Pretty awesome. Jay seems very mature for his age. Good spare by Ryan. I'm joined by Leanne Holzenberg. Hi,
Hello.
Leanne. How's it going?
Who are you talking to?
Myself. It's me and me have really interesting conversations. Keaton here is putting on a clinic on the short pattern. He's plus. What did I say? He's leading.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. Keaton, who is still striking, is plus 126 after 2 games.
I think that was Keaton's mom. She said, my son is going to bowl 800. I was like, don't jinx him. She wanted to know if it counted. And I said, yeah, consecutive 1, 2, 3 games
Yeah.
would be a legit 800 award. And we'll get you the form and we'll fill it out. And I hope he does it.
Keaton has a turkey open 4-bagger.
I'd say he's well on his way.
Yeah.
He's how much over?
Plus 126.
So he needs a 274.
Yeah.
Actually, he can't get 274.
No.
He can only get 268. So
Yeah.
his mom is getting her hopes up.
Yeah.
Well, bummer. Still an awesome series no matter what he bowls.
Yeah.
And an awesome start to the tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. He needed count on that 6.
He needed a spare.
Yes.
Count wouldn't have done it. He needed
Oh,
a
yeah,
lot.
yeah, yeah.
He needed about
Yeah.
270
Yeah.
something. So, but hopefully he's not thinking about 800 and just punching out.
I think he's thinking about winning the tournament.
I would say, looking at the scores, it hasn't been a terrible short pattern. Normally, like short pattern, sometimes it's always, a little slow start. We've had some good scores in the girls and boys division.
So I agree. However, these pairs here that have not been super high scoring.
I was just going to say, I've also seen some very low scores.
Yeah.
So
the live stream pair, I was like, man, these short pattern is pretty tricky. And then I pulled up the scores and I'm like, man, this
some
side of the
good, some
building
not so good.
is pretty tricky.
Well, we had Jaden
Jaden,
Combs
yeah.
start this morning with the front 10 on 3 and 4.
And he shot 220 over
Okay,
here on this
yep.
pair. So he was high on his
Yep.
pair, 220.
So, insider fact from the bowling center, the pins are very old. They have new pins on order. They are 6 months late.
Oh, wow.
All the pins are on back order. So he told me the pins should kind of fall here because they're old. Like, and some of them have tilted bottoms, and like so he said we should have some good pinfall.
Scores. Yeah.
That's I didn't share that with the kids, but
So, ironically, on this short pattern, what we've experienced on at least these 4 lanes, I can't speak for the whole building, there is out of bounds on this short pattern. So the gutter is not,
I believe
unless
that.
you play straight.
I've seen people playing in, and I'm like, what are
Yeah,
they doing? So I do see that.
Right. So unless you're playing straight up the gutter, but then it looks like there's a little cliff. So then they move in, but then the tricky part is you can't get it too far to the right. So then you're in this like trap, like because if you set
Doesn't
it short,
sound fun.
if you set it short, it's going left. So yeah, it's not been totally an enjoyable start to the short pattern for some of these youth athletes.
Well,
But
you learn, right?
Caden seems to have no problem here. I jinxed him. That's what I've been doing. I've been doing a good job of jinxing people.
I did that with Jaden this morning. I said, "Oh, Jaden's got the front 10. Let me go get a video."
Yeah. Oh, we announced it. We were like, oh, front 10. Oh, never mind.
Well, Zachary Olson is also bowling a good game here. We
He
just jinxed
is.
him, but
Yep.
he had a good game going.
Black cloud alert.
See a few, I don't know, some good, some not so good.
Yeah. I like Evan here. Evan just took a very large deep breath before he went for his spare. He is not having the easiest of games. He's kind of having that game where you leave him a lot of things and are having to either pick it up or. So let's see. He's going for this tricky spare. Deep breath helped.
Covered it like a champ.
Good job, Evan.
Again, I say the kids are sharp dressed.
Mm-hmm.
Some good looking jerseys. How's Papa Frank doing over here?
Papa Frank was in live stream 5 minutes ago. I wouldn't have been able to say no.
Next game. It's directing traffic over there. Don't mind us.
Ryan had a good tournament last month, right?
He did.
In
Yep.
Rochester.
Yeah, he was he's the Maryland crew, right?
Yeah.
One of the Trentler. Who was the other? Trentler, Schultz. Who was the other one from Maryland?
I'm trying to remember.
They were like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
How many questions from the chat? I don't have my glasses on, but
I think we've answered it. Oh, Goody wants to tell you that he's happy to see you up and around.
yeah, I don't need to be up and around, Goody. I'm hobbling on my bum. You know when they say keep off of it, keep your foot up. It's hard to do.
Yeah.
Xavier got the good break. Doesn't look too happy though.
I think these pairs are tricky. Lane 7 especially looks tricky.
Maybe we should get the house pro to comment on any good pair, bad pair.
Oh, man. James Sinclair just, he left the very tricky 1-6-10 and went through it and left the 1 pin. My earlier, Casey and I were discussing that bowling is mean because I believe that if you throw a good shot on a little tougher condition, it should strike.
Doesn't always happen.
I know. It's frustrating.
But sometimes you can throw a crummy shot
Good shot.
and get a
there.
break, and it will carry.
Job, Keaton. Keaton, keep it going.
I'm not sure where Keaton's from.
I looked up his bio. He's from, what did I just say? It wasn't Rochester. I think it was New York.
He's bowled a few SYCs.
He's from Rochester, New York.
Nice.
Bowler Roll Lanes. He, Lightning Strikes Pro Shop. Chris Lamb drills his equipment.
Right in there.
Yeah. And his house average is 242, sport average 206.
Wow.
So
Shake it off.
he strikes a lot.
He's striking a lot right now.
His favorite pro bowler is Jesper Svensson.
I can see that. He's got shorter similarities to Jesper.
Yes.
He's a two-handed lefty. He's blonde. He's slender. He's just shorter than Jesper.
Yes. But he's still young, so he could grow.
He could. And he's throwing a pitch black. So a lot of Jesper in him. And he's bowling awesome. 790 something the first 3 games.
Yeah.
Good for him. Good start. Wow.
Man.
It's a really good night set. It's a good set. I'm going to go out on a big fat limb and say he's probably leading after 3 games.
He is. 526 going into it.
So
Plus,
he's 780, 784 the
Yeah.
first 3 games. Good for him.
that's unbelievable. Now, keep going, Keaton.
Yeah, keep it going.
Yeah.
All right. So did you go over the stats? We've got 150 kids.
I have not gone over the stats.
150 kids here, 29 different states, including a young first-time girl. She's not young. She's in the U18, but she's a young lady from Hawaii.
She's only been bowling for 9 months.
Yeah, she's having a little family reunion here. Like
Yeah.
some of her family members
Miss
met her
Daisy.
here, and yeah.
Is Hawaii's got to be the furthest traveled, right?
For this tournament, yes. Yes. But we got a lot of kids traveling, and we have 20 previous SYC champions,
Nice.
so that's a good representation. A lot of kids, obviously, getting out of school this year. A couple kids I've talked to, they still have another week or so. A couple kids graduating.
Isn't it sad when they come up to you and say, "This is my last SYC"?
Yeah,
It makes me sad.
I know, because every year we're gonna have kids that go on their way, go
Yep.
and do something else.
I'm happy for them, but I'm sad because we don't get to see them and their families anymore.
Oh. So it's beautiful weather outside today, 70 degrees. We do have a chance of rain tomorrow, and I said, oh, we don't care, we're inside.
It's true.
But it's been unseasonably pleasant. Like, it's not humid, it's not hot. It's a perfect Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, and we had we talked about it game 1, but Steve from the Churchill Downs was here.
It gave me goosebumps. So
Yeah.
last time we were in Louisville, he did come out, but we had 2 bowling centers, and I was working at the other bowling center, so I didn't get to experience it, and that was really cool.
Yes.
I don't know how he has that much breath in him to keep it going,
Yeah.
and strong and loud. I mean, it's pretty impressive.
And when we were talking to him earlier, it's like anything. He started playing in 5th grade, like you do, and he just kept going.
It's really fun
Came
to
down
watch.
to the University of Louisville and loved it and stayed. So, pretty fun.
So that's his full-time gig. He's
Yeah.
not like I said, we're going to go to Churchill Downs on Monday, and he goes, oh, so you'll see him.
Yeah.
So it's not just the Kentucky Derby. He is the official bugler of Churchill Downs.
Yes.
So
yeah.
not just the Kentucky Derby.
And he does tons of appearances all over. And he
That's a
said,
pretty good gig.
he goes, yeah, people think it's cool. I mean, I think it's cool, but it's my job. So he's like, he doesn't, he's so humble.
Yeah,
Like,
he doesn't think he's a celebrity.
yeah.
I think that's pretty cool.
I go, listen, Steve, you're there every year. The horses come in and out. People can follow you.
Yeah, they should have a little thing in that museum about the bugler.
Yeah. I wonder what the longest reigning bugler, if he's,
Well,
the longest
28
reigning.
years, so
It's got to be,
we'll
right?
have to ask. Maybe you can ask your friend Google.
I have more questions.
You
I could. Hang on. Hey, Google.
The longest bugler, because the
Longest?
Kentucky Derby, as we know, we just went to Churchill the other day, has been going 149 years. So I guess there's a chance they've had, you know, someone longer than that, but.
I don't think I'm spelling bugler right.
Bugler. I don't know, bugler.
Yeah, that's not okay. Yeah.
All right. Well, game 3 is over on 7 and 8, on 5, 9 and 10. 7 and 8 has a couple more.
So we're going to take a short break after we finish this.
I think we have another group of U18. We might have, let's see, they're going to skip 2, skip 3, skip 2. We're going to have some more U18 guys come over. Jay Schofield ends with a 207.
It's good.
I'll take that.
These pairs are tricky, I think. I'm starting to believe, except for Keaton. Keaton, he's like, yeah, whatever. He's striking no matter where.
There's always going to be someone. So I always tell the kids to look at the scoring pace, but don't look at the leader, because there's always going to be someone who's just doing everything right, matching up perfectly.
Right.
But look at the bulk of the scoring pace and know what's happening.
So Caden here has a great game.
Yeah, he can finish it out for 220. Well, that's going to be difficult.
And I was about to say that Caden picked a jersey that matches the ball he's throwing today.
Is he throwing like an Alpha Crux?
It looks like a Zen.
Oh, okay.
I think it's the Zen. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's the Zen. And his jersey's Zen-like.
Yep.
Of course, I Am Bowling is the official jersey partner.
I see lots of cool jerseys, SYC jerseys. I see some matching pants going on today. The guys are looking good. Girls have nice skirts.
All right, so we're going to take a short break, and we will be back with some more bowling.
Game 4 coming
Leanne,
up.
thanks for hanging out with us for a little while.
Game 4 coming up.
Okay, we'll be back. All right, we are back, and I'm joined by a new team member, Jeremy Thomas.
Thanks for having me.
Jeremy, welcome.
Thank you.
So, Jeremy, why don't you tell the fans at home a little bit about what you do? Because you run some tournaments around here, right?
Yes. I'm not too much into the youth right now. As much as I enjoy it, they have their own kind of. John does really good, and some of the local guys do
Yeah.
good. So I'm more into the adult side of it. We run anything from a Sunday baker sweeper to big tournaments to the trios, which are the most popular. Those typically get about 50 teams.
Yeah, wow.
So
That's
yeah,
amazing.
Things are going pretty good, and obviously Storm's jumped in and sponsored me, so that's helped a lot.
Yeah, well, we love it. We love that. We love supporting people that run tournaments, especially good tournaments, and we've heard some good stuff about your tournaments.
Thank you.
So I know Kyle's excited about them for sure.
Yeah, Kyle's been a big part of helping me do what I do, so big shout out to him. He does a lot for the bowling community, and he's moving here soon, and I think he's going to do a lot more good for the youth bowling around here for sure.
Yeah, that's great. I love it. All right, so we have now your cousin, right? This is Connor Woosley is your cousin?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and then we have Silas Moats on 7 and 8. We can see two frames right now. Brandon Paget and Aiden Watts. Oh, Aiden was the other bowler from Maryland that we were trying to think of last tournament or last game. Trying to remember the.
Nice shot by Connor.
That's a great shot.
He's definitely an up-and-coming bowler around here that a lot of people don't know. A lot of the youth bowlers do, but, you know.
Yeah. How old is Connor?
Let me double-check. I think he's...
Yeah. His bio says 16. First SYC, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
From here, favorite pro bowler, Matt Ogle.
He actually got to bowl an adult youth tournament with Matt. He was pretty excited about that.
Oh, that's cool. He's thrown 300 on Sport Chat. Oh, and he likes to wear cool and funny socks. We'll have to see what socks he's wearing today.
Yeah, we'll have to check that out. I know he actually bowls for Trinity, I believe. And,
Oh, cool.
John McCarthy's his coach.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. John has been great. John is our the GM here at Kingpin. And like you said earlier, he does a whole lot for the youth in the area.
There's his socks.
Oh, yeah. We got some bright socks on today. Oh, that's awesome.
Looks like he's he was plus 21 after 3, he said. So looks
Ah.
like, from what I'm seeing, that's pretty good.
Yeah. You know, what's weird, I just told Leanne this because Bull Metrics is our official scoring partner.
Okay.
So when I first saw the first 2 games, I'm like, oh, scores don't look that high just on these 2 pairs. But scores are relatively, they're bowling pretty good. But Connor's, after 3,
8th place.
8th place.
Nice.
Very good.
Very good. He throws it really good. Another 2-hander. But yeah, you said this is his first SYC?
Yeah, that's what, yeah, yes. Good pickup by Cade there. Cade got a little split conversion. I'll take it. I had pulled up Silas Moat's bio, too. Silas is stepping up on lane 8. He's from Salem, Illinois. Favorite pro bowler, Anthony Simonson. He bowled a 300 game at the SYC in Vegas. He does esports. All these kids, they're into, like, all kinds of digital stuff, right? We've had a robotics team member earlier. I don't know any of that stuff. I'm like,
Me either. I think that was a COVID thing.
yeah. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
totally. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to check out a couple of shots. I haven't seen the pattern play too much, but I would assume that there's some out of bounds somewhere.
What I've seen is it's to the right. So if you get a ball going too quickly to the right, actually, I'm sorry, down lane to the right. So then that pushes them all in, but then there's this over under a little bit inside. So I don't know. It appears to be a tad bit tricky.
Yeah, I got in here late, but 784. That's pretty solid.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
We just watched him finish up on this pair here. He shot 258, and he had one open, 6 out, rest were strikes. So he was very close to 800.
Yeah. Have you had an 800 at SYC?
I think we have had a couple. I think Brandon Bone did shoot 800 at one event. Spencer, I think, may have shot 800. We've only had a handful though, and we really haven't had that many 300 games. I don't know the exact number, but usually we may have one of an event. We've gone some with none. Ohio last year around this time, that was the most we ever had, and there were like 9. And they were mostly on the medium pattern, but short pattern, it's rare we get a 300.
Yeah, it's pretty. That's probably one that gets me the most. Typically, I don't bowl a lot of sport patterns, but
Yeah.
that one's usually tricky.
It's just hard. I mean, if you're not used to playing the gutter, and then sometimes you go places and the gutter doesn't play,
Sure.
and then it gets trickier.
Tough start right there.
Yeah, Chase is leaving 9s, but he's having some minor spare issues.
Yes, spares are so important. A lot of people don't realize it. They keep you in a game, but they will take you out of a game very quickly.
Past SYC champ Micah Voris here on lane 7. He had a double, and then I think he touched that OB that we were talking about. Lane 8 demonstrates Brandon again. It's just, they're not throwing bad shots. There's this little bit of hold that is in the wrong part.
Yeah, I'm going to try to watch a couple more shots to see what I can see. I have a couple of players I've seen are kind of playing and not out too far to the right, so I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. Good try. Good try for Micah. Micah does something that, that was a good pickup by Brandon.
Yeah.
Micah tends to not medal on any single round, but always kind of appears at the overall medal stand, which is what we tell the kids. It's
Sure.
Consistency is key. But if you came in today and had a bad short pattern, you still can come and have a great medium,
Absolutely.
great long.
Yeah, because so many players, they have their specialties per se.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know the young kid that shot 780. He may be good on all of them, but this might have been his best pattern.
Exactly.
And then now he might shoot 600 the rest of the way.
Right.
So the guys that shoots, 210, 220, eventually they're going to get there.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
definitely got to stay focused.
Yeah. That's what's key for sure. Camden Harris here. I like his game. Man, that was a great shot. Not sure where he's from. Let me look up. See if we got a bio.
Oh, nice shot by Connor right there. Got the 10 out with the scout.
Nice. Jordan, look at this outfit. Now, do you wear flashy clothes when you bowl?
I do not.
I know, man. I would love to, but I can't pull it off.
No, I keep it simple. I don't think I could pull it off either.
Jordan can, though.
He's
He looks
doing-
good.
Yeah. He's got a nice outfit going there for sure.
I think Kyle will like it this afternoon.
For sure.
Kyle's going to be like, hey, Jordan.
Kyle likes the flashy outfits, that's for sure. But he can do it. He does it pretty well.
He does, yeah.
I think you have to have the game to back it up as well.
Yes. Agreed. Michael liked it. Little 10 pin for him.
This is the first SYC that I've been a part of since Storm, obviously, and it's pretty impressive. I think they told me it sold out in like 2 minutes.
Yes.
That's
They tend to. This one I think sold out in less than 2 minutes. It was like, yeah, it was nuts.
Yeah.
The kids in this part of the country are like, we want to bowl.
Yes, for sure. which is pretty awesome. The event last night was pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, when I grew up bowling, youth bowling, this was not a thing. So to see, it's pretty awesome.
Well, I just think every time that I come to one of these is the talent, right? It's insane across the board.
Oh yeah.
And then if you go check out the U12 division, you're like, oh my gosh, they're good at like 8.
Yeah, the young kid I was talking to last night, I think he said he was 9.
Yeah.
And averages like 170.
Yeah.
Just pretty good.
Oh, another one. Let's go.
Slinging pins around. Have you noticed the live stream? Do you notice some that pick up on it and love it, and some that kind of get nervous and maybe struggle a little bit?
For
like
the
bowl?
pairs?
Yes.
Yeah. So actually, the little Brady, the bowling
yeah.
science kid, he did an experiment one time because we always say like we cloud people, and then he did a test on like, does the live stream pair really interfere with people's games? And it didn't impact games as much as you think they do, but I do think some kids really shine on it because they know someone back home is watching and they're like excited to get to it, and other kids are a little nervous to get there. But I think if they've never bowled an event that's live streamed before and they come to the pairs, they don't know what to expect. I think that's it. But hopefully they forget about it. We're close this time. Usually we're a little further back, but we're like in their face this time. Like, oh hey,
Yeah.
there's a camera right there.
Yeah, I tend to enjoy it. I started live streaming last year.
Yeah.
Not many people do it.
Yeah.
I've live streamed whole games and here and there, and I bowled probably 5 or 6 300s doing it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are like, "Oh, how do you focus?" I'm like, just pretend it's not there. Just
Yeah.
have fun with
Exactly.
it.
Yeah, it takes a lot of work, as you know. Like, yeah, there's a lot of chords and stuff.
Right now, I'm not this fancy yet. I
Yeah.
just do the Facebook Live.
Sure,
but
with your
this is-
phone.
This is definitely my goal. So
Yeah.
I think everybody enjoys it. A lot of people watch at home. I
Yeah,
get a
we
lot-
try for sure. Yeah, and we always say we're not ESPN. We're not like the big production. We're not even Bowl TV, you guys. We do what we can, and try to give you some bowling action. And we fly our equipment, so we can't bring cameras for every lane as much as we'd love to live stream every lane. But yeah, it is great. What I always say is, I live stream for the grandparents and
Sure.
siblings and the family
Absolutely.
at home that can't come because, it's expensive to travel and it's expensive to do this stuff. And we do want to provide as much as we can so that someone that can't come can still watch.
And a lot of people just might join in for 10, 15 minutes
Yeah.
and then come back later.
Yeah.
And it's pretty nice to not have to text someone and say, "Hey, how are you doing?"
Right.
Just find out right there.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
And a lot of the kids will go back and watch later too. Like they'll, they're like, "Oh, I bowled a really good game on live stream or whatever."
It always feels good to bowl really well on the live stream.
Yeah.
But I bowled on a live stream at the Bradley, which is extremely hard.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah, I think I bowled a 140.
I feel like that's a good game.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
But it was actually the year I made the top 40, so it wasn't too bad after that. But
Yeah.
it was definitely not fun to miss spares and have your friends letting you know about it.
I'm kidding. So Camden here threw his ruby and turned around and was like, "Why did that ball not hook?" And I tend to agree with him because I thought that it was a good shot. So I'm not sure if it's the lane or the ball, but it just never even thought about read.
That was a very good shot.
Like Cade over here, yeah.
Like he played pretty much straight up 5 right there. That was pretty good.
See, I think straight up the lanes, if you can, with a ball that doesn't overread, I think that's the place to be right now because the in looks really tricky. Being perfect is never a good feeling to have to be. I say that, and then Jordan's like, no, look at this. Look at what I can do.
inside looks pretty tricky.
Yeah.
Like that shot right there, that's Nate. That looked pretty good, and it went a little bit high on him. So
John McCarthy just commented. Is he like at the desk? Hey, John.
John does everything.
He does.
He does a great job.
He's fantastic. I mean, he is so easy to work with, and this bowling center is amazing.
It is
And
very nice.
it's being renovated right now, and it's going to be even more amazing.
It's very, very hard to. Yes, like I told John McCarthy is Connor's coach.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
He's definitely probably tuned in for this match or this round
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
But it's very, very difficult to get a tournament here. So,
Oh,
but when you do, it's well ran, and definitely you don't have anything to worry about. It takes care of everything.
yeah, and the whole team here. Like, we met Gary, the mechanic, in the
Yes.
back. He takes care of the lanes. I mean, everything's running. I shouldn't even say it. I'm not going to jinx it till the last game, round 3. But shout out to Gary.
Yeah, no black clouds yet.
Oh, yeah, I almost got caught. John almost heard it too. He would have been like, Blair? He'd be right next to me going, what are you doing? Aiden Watts here. He's a great bowler too. Maryland. Spare ball hooked on him. I'll tell you what, I would not want to be competing in the U18 boys division. There's so many great bowlers. Great shot by Connor.
Yes, there's a lot of talent for sure. I don't think when I was growing up bowling that I was this good.
That's what I always think. Fundamentally, either. Like,
No,
the
I
fundamentals
mean-
are fantastic.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of falling off shots, a lot of missing. They throw it really well, and they're really balanced. And
Yeah.
their mental games seem pretty good too.
Yeah. And-
For their age and seeing some bad shots here and there, and like you don't see any blow ups or
Right.
that's always impressive.
Yeah, and they're constantly trying to get better and trying to improve, but I see the same thing. I say it at every event. I don't remember when I was a kid that across the board youth bowlers were as fundamentally sound as they are now. And I attribute it to a lot of great coaches across the country, because there's a lot of people that work with these bowlers, and they learn through whether it's a coaching clinic that someone puts on in the town, or a USBC coaching clinic, and they want to learn about the game so they can teach the kids, and it's definitely it's helping.
And the kids definitely appreciate it, and their parents appreciate it. We did I came up with this idea of doing a staff clinic.
Yeah.
And it was some local guys, all different brands, and we put it together on a Sunday, and we had about 50 kids show up. We didn't charge anything for it; it was free. We just kind of helped them, with some things, and showed them some things, and they just keep asking, do it again. And I'm like, I wish I had time, but we will do it again eventually.
Yeah, and someone just commented, I've learned a lot from just watching Belmo. And I was just about to say, and so a couple weeks ago, I was in Vegas at the PWBA Hall of Fame, and the great Kim Terrell Kearney and I were having this conversation about youth bowlers. And she said that she thinks the coaching is part of it, but YouTube is a huge part of it too, because these kids are watching all of the videos of bowlers, and they just have access to watching all the time.
Absolutely. Well, and I've noticed a couple of the young kids, after they throw a shot, they're going back and watching it. I've seen a couple of them do it just now, like on the stream. They can go back and catch their shot. You have a couple seconds in between.
Yeah, just to make sure everything looks right. Yeah.
I seen Camden just a minute ago throw the Ruby again, and it kind of didn't get there again.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if something
I think maybe he's in the wrong part of the lane. Maybe if he moved right a little bit, he's playing in the middle.
Yeah.
Maybe that would help that ball, but it's definitely
laboring a little bit. Could be some carry down too. I mean, there is some urethane out there.
Looks like that got out of play pretty quickly.
That's what Casey Mattingly was in here, and he's like, I don't think the urethane's gonna last today.
Another great shot by Connor.
He's having a great game.
For sure. You said he was in 8th, so
yes,
keep it going. He'll move up the. So the format is just total pins.
Yeah. So what we do at the SYC is every round we award the top 3 medalists on so each pattern. So we'll have gold, silver, bronze for each division, and then there are all overall medalists, and it's based on the 15 game score for the trophy. And if you win, you get a trophy and a banner. And the banners are all hanging up on the lanes. You can kind of see them on the stream. But you get a little badge for winning one. And then if you win more than one, we put where they won. And if you win again, you get to take your banner home.
Nice.
Yeah. Kids love the banners, that's for sure.
Yeah, I believe the first SYC that I saw actually is kind of when I got started doing tournaments. It was at Executive.
Yeah.
And I had no idea what was going on. We were running a tournament at 6 p.m. And I remember you guys were running a little bit late. And we were like, oh, they said we couldn't start until you were done. I'm like, and then I started watching the kids bowl, and I think Spencer was bowling an hour.
Yeah. I think that was his last one. Yeah.
But
yeah, that was cool because the first time we came to Louisville, we came because Bowl Expo was down here.
Yes.
So the kids, the SYC kids all got badges to go to Bowl Expo for a day, which was a cool experience for them.
Yeah, something I would like to go to. I haven't been to one yet, but I definitely would like to check one of those out.
Well, they're fun. They sure are fun. And what we always tell the kids, it's like, you know, you're in the industry, so there's a lot of moving parts and pieces, and Bowl Expo is like, it's like a playground for bowling because they have all of the arcade games that bowling centers can purchase. They have all of the food. That there's like a sample aisle. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know how much work goes into running a tournament, being a part of a tournament. Yeah. There's a lot of things you can complain about at the end of the day, but if you really sit back and look at what's going on, I mean, your appreciation changes.
Well, yeah, I mean, you'll understand this. So Leanne, a few tournaments ago, we kept hearing over and over families saying, is there any way that we don't follow the same people every time we move? And Leanne thought about it, and she's like, well, we could move different. So this tournament, they skip 2 after game 1, then they skip 3, then they skip 2, then they skip 3. So they're still following groups, but it's not the same groups every single time.
Yeah, so to answer that question, I deal with this a lot. So one thing that I've figured out is bigger skips. You miss, so you have to, it's like you said, 2, then 3, then 4.
Yeah.
So you stay off of that.
Yeah.
But then you hear, I don't want to move that much. That's too much movement. So you get both sides of it.
Oh, yeah.
And then the other thing that I've get out of that one.
Yeah.
The other thing that I've ran into that I've tried recently that works really well is the left-right skip.
Yeah, we haven't gone down that path yet.
Well, the only issue with the left-right is that some people tend to get confused.
Yeah, that's what we're afraid of.
They end up on the wrong pairs,
yeah.
And it's usually only 1 or 2.
Right.
But if they start the game, then you have to go and stop them and tell them, hey, look, this doesn't count. You're on the wrong lane.
Right.
So as much as I like the left-right skip for it, you get to bowl with different people. You get to meet new people. You're not even close to the same area. But then you also got that part of it where confused. So there's everything's going to have its flaws.
Well, we've said, the cool part about the SYC is you have kids that are elite players and they compete all over the country and they're bowling all the time. And then you may have some bowlers that this is their very first tournament.
Yes.
So we don't want to totally confuse them yet. We haven't gone down that divergent skip yet, but it is possible. It's just our little U12, we would be a little concerned about them. That's the ones that we worry about.
It's probably the most fair way to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's very difficult.
Yeah.
Um,
I think a lot of college tournaments do that. Skip. Yeah, Camden is just in this over under. He either needs to get out of that ball, or I think you're right, move right.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to get more in, and that ball went left, obviously, because he pulled it. But I mean, if he could get out of this game with 180 for watching how much he struggled, that's a pretty good game.
Yeah, I think 180 right now is solid.
Yeah.
If you can get out of any game with 180, you're good to go. Good spare. Let's see what he does on this fill. If he tries a different ball, or looks like he might be sticking with that ball.
Yeah, and also with the left-right skip, you know, like something like this would probably be difficult because you got the age groups.
Yeah.
But you get to bowl with so many different meets, so many different people because you're not with the same person every single time. So it's kind of fun, but it's definitely confusing.
Yeah.
Unless you have enough time, which I don't, to go through and put their lane assignments every game, which is a lot of work.
Yeah. That was closer. Camden. 185. Good game. Yeah, really good.
Yeah, because he struggled. I mean, if there was a game where 185 is good, I think that was it because he was completely lost.
Yeah,
Ooh, Connor with the big break right there. He's going to put up a 220, which is another good game.
Yeah, this is good. He's getting close to that podium.
Oh yeah, he's definitely a good kid.
Then this pair looks tricky. We got 184 or these lanes. I mean, 184, 216, 212. Actually, this pair lit them up a little bit. It's just our bottom bowlers that maybe struggled a little bit, but.
The young man who had 784, what pair is he on now? 2 over? Is it Keegan?
It's either two. Yes, Keaton. He might have gone 3. I think this was the 3 skip.
Yeah, it looks like he can. I'll see you better. Looks like he's got 159 in the 8th on an open.
Oh dear.
So as you said, the more you move around, the more you hit transition, scores will come back. So the consistent, 220s, 215s, just keep going plus, and good things happen.
Yeah, just stay out of trouble. That's really what you got to do on this short pattern right now.
Yeah, like someone like Camden, he could take that 185 and realize like that was not a good game,
right?
And now go over here and take advantage of it on the next pair, and he might,
Exactly. Yeah, he bailed out a bad game. Good shot by Micah. Micah's the same way. Look at this.
Yeah.
He didn't really like this pair.
No, he was struggling earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, see, and you were talking about them. Like, need to watch it back. He wants to pull that shot back.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I've learned about streaming that a lot of people enjoy is they can go back, and I have so many people after tournaments say, hey, will you post that live?
Yeah.
And then they'll see something and, it makes a difference.
Yeah, we have a little tricky angles this time, but you still can see it. It's not as straight on. But it's great because we're not blocking anyone this time. Because sometimes when you're live streaming, you're always blocking someone.
There's a couple bowlers on 11 that have some big scores.
Oh, you're right. Curtis Sweezy up here. So Curtis, I believe, I could be wrong, but he just went to two-handed.
Okay.
He broke his thumb, and he has just decided to stick with two-handed.
Now that's a cloud. That was a cloud.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm sorry, Curtis.
We just completely clouded Curtis with a 6 count after. Just looks like he had a great game going.
Yeah. Curtis is like, go watch someone else. Go talk about someone else. Well, Curtis, we only have one pair to talk about. Sorry. Got to turn this a little more straightforward here.
Yeah, the two-handed style, a lot of people have, traditionals have a problem with it. I don't throw two-handed.
Yeah.
I've tried. It's very, very, very hard.
Yeah.
So I always tell people, unless you can do it, maybe try it first and then see if you think it's an advantage, because I averaged about 180 doing it.
Mine goes straight in the left gutter.
Yeah, I threw a lot of gutter balls.
Like, no thanks.
I gave up really quickly.
Yeah.
But yeah, injuries sometimes can do that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what happened with Matt. You know, Matt was a one-handed bowler and I think he broke his wrist or something.
Yeah.
And he went two-handed, and from there you see where he's at
Never
now.
look back, right?
No, so
Micah is bailing out this game right now. That is total bailout. Nice shot by Nathaniel, sorry. Nathaniel Vanderbeek.
yeah, 218 was pretty good from where he was at. A lot of head shaking was going on earlier.
Yeah, he's like, what is going on here? But that's what Micah does. Micah puts his head down and keeps bowling.
One thing I have noticed that, like you said, the staff and everything, like you can already look right here. They've already they're on the scores. I mean,
they're unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean they already have the standings up, and Connor just got done.
I looked up and they had a ticker after game 1, and I went, "What? We've never had a ticker. What is going on?"
I will say, from what I've learned, is that bowlers appreciate the work. You know, how fast you can go,
yeah.
as long as you're accurate, per se.
Wow, that's awesome. We were talking earlier. Yeah, we were talking earlier the Indy 500s this weekend.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, how big is the track? And
it's huge.
He just showed me a picture. All Big Ten football stadiums.
Isn't there a golf course inside of it? Maybe.
I
Maybe
think
not.
there is, but all of the Big Ten football stadiums can fit inside the track.
I believe it.
I'm like, oh my gosh, that's insane. All right, so Christopher here, he's going to finish out this game for us. And Brooklyn. Yeah, we'll get it to go. Good little 213.
For sure.
Well, thank you for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I have other things to do today, but I got to check in on Connor, and he had a nice 228 game right there.
Yeah, well, your little cuz is a great bowler, and thanks for all that you do for the local community down here for bowling, and we're excited you're part of our team now.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
And appreciate the shout out and everything you guys do, and this is pretty awesome, and hopefully some more local youth bowlers can get involved in it, because it looks like it's a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
So thank you, and you guys have a good day, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, we're going to take a short break. We'll be back soon. All right, we are back, and I am joined by Olivia Brandolino.
Hello.
Now, you're like world-renowned gymnast by this point, right? Aren't you like gymnast of the year or something?
I was.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Are you excited? How many gymnasts are at your gym that you train at?
Well, like at my whole entire gym, I probably have like around like 50.
Okay, and you're your gymnast of the year.
Yes.
It's pretty cool. I like it. All right, so we're gonna watch some bowlers competing, and one of them is your sister,
Yes.
Gianna.
Yep.
She's all right.
Yeah, she's okay.
She's won a couple times.
Just a couple, like 1 or 2.
Yeah, not very many.
Yeah.
I think it's like 9.
Yeah, that's it.
She's chasing that record. I think 12 is the record, and your sister could break it. She's pretty cool. All right, so who else are we watching? Amanda Lang is stepping up on lane 8. She's from Florida. Good spare there. We got Jasmine Hall on lane 9. Olivia Fellner, who is heading off to college. She just turned 18 yesterday. She's heading off to college now.
Wow.
You kids grow up.
Yes.
Do you like growing up?
There's positive and negative things about it.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So, how does it feel that your friends, Griffin and Landon, and then your sister Gianna, they like drove down here by themselves, right?
Yes, they did.
Is that nuts?
Yeah.
Were you like, it's so weird?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they did, and they did great. They're responsible. It's just weird.
Yeah.
Guess they've just been driven around so much. They're good. They're like, yeah, we know.
Yep.
It's funny. All right, we got Miss Ashley Custer over here. Nice spare. Do you want to be bowling right now?
Meh.
You're like, I'm good. You like cheering on your friends, though, right?
Yeah.
Who have you been watching today?
Gianna
Just Gianna?
and Abby and Caitlin.
Yeah. Has everyone been bowling pretty good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gianna happy with her scores right now?
Not really, but
No. That's funny. All right. So we have Miss Haley Swindle. She just committed to Nebraska. Where do you want to go to college?
Well, so I want to go to college. I want to be a gymnast, so either like UCLA or LSU or like Miami, somewhere warm.
And you, where are you from? You're from Illinois.
Yes.
So you are from somewhere cold. So
Yes.
you're like, I'm done.
Yes.
Done with snow.
Yes.
Beach, bring it on. Kendall Craig here. So far these pairs have been relatively tricky. Got Miss Abby Leindecker on lane 8. There's your sister, Gianna. She's wearing a very warm shirt today.
Yes.
Like I said, these pairs are tricky. I think the girls are coming to them and seeing that it's not as kind. It doesn't hook as much. So let's see some scores. I've been looking at the U18 boys, but let's look at U18 girls. So the 3 bowlers that you've been watching are leading.
Yes.
Abigail Starkey is plus 61. Caitlin Stahl's plus 8. And Gianna Brandolino's minus 12. Haley Grabowski's right behind them, and Alexa's 5th. Haley Swindle, who's on this pair on 7 and 8, she's in 6th. Amanda Lang's in 8th. Abby's in 9th. Abby Leindecker, that is.
Yeah.
So you get to see some of the bowlers in the top 10 here.
see if we have any bios. Let's see what Jasmine Hall, if she's filled out a bio, likes to do. It's not working. No Jasmine. Olivia Fellner. She filled out a new bio. She's from Eaton, New York. Bowls at Rippick's Carousel Lanes. Favorite pro bowler, Shannon O'Keefe. Her favorite bowling achievement is the gold medal at the SYC in New Jersey. And she is going to attend Jacksonville State with the coaches Shannon and Brian O'Keefe. And she's going to be part of their first-year bowling program at the new college down there. And she'd like to say hi to her mom, who can't be with her this weekend. She loves and misses her. And she put her age as 18. She just celebrated her 18th birthday yesterday. We said we threw a party last night because we had a party at the park.
Yeah.
But it was for all the SYC bowlers. Let's see what Gianna. So you can tell us what you know about Gianna. But Gianna's 16.
Yeah.
She's from. How do you pronounce your hometown? Shanahan, Illinois. Home bowling center, Mardi Gras Lanes. Favorite pro bowlers, AJ Johnson and Deandra Aspady. She likes the competition, friends, and traveling. Does she really like traveling?
I don't know if she likes the driving as much, but she likes the planes.
Yeah, she likes flying. Because traveling can be exhausting, right?
Yes.
Her favorite bowling achievement is winning the national championship of USA Bowling with her team, the EYT Phenoms.
Yes.
Good shot right there. She would like to say hi to Grasshopper, Grandma, and Boppo. Nana and Papa, and aunts and uncles. Everyone at home watching. Sometimes she says it gives you a shout out if you're not here.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
But I'm here. So.
You're here, so she's not giving you a shout out. What's your favorite thing about your sister? You have to come up with something.
I don't know. She just she could be mean, but she's still I don't know.
She's intense, but can
yeah, but she's still like to hang out with. She's especially when we're with our friends and stuff.
She's
It's,
cool.
Fun,
yeah, fun. Yeah. All right, we got Haley Grabowski up on lane 10. She's 17. She's from Rochester, New York. Favorite pro bowler, Jason Sterner and Danielle McEwen. She bowls at Bowler Roll. She enjoys bowling as a team sport and also as an individual. She's so passionate about bowling, and she does everything she can to improve. She loves competition, and it's bringing out a better bowler in her. And she has shot 2 300s and an 803. Gianna making faces at you.
Yeah.
Chris Lamb's her coach, and she'd like to thank her mom, dad, and sister Leah for always supporting her and watching her bowl. Kendall Craig did not fill out her bio. Come on, Kendall.
Yeah, come on.
Pretty good shot. Ooh, gets it to trip. Let's go. That's for a double. We'll take that, right?
Yeah.
Olivia, you bowl too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like it. You bowl Pepsi and stuff, right? Tournaments?
Yep.
How'd you do this year?
I think I got 17.
Okay, that's good. It's fun, right?
Yeah. I missed the last cut by 7 pins.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah.
tricky spare for Haley, but she covers it no problem at all. Abby Linedecker did not like that shot. She was like, no thank you. And what a pickup by Jasmine. She got that to go. We got some people in the chat. Dell Ballard's watching. Good morning, Dell. Kenny Hedgepath. Hello, Kenny. I think he's coming this way. The Hedgepaths are going to come check out the SYC tomorrow. Joseph Vaughn says, good morning, Olivia and Blair. Good luck, Gianna. Gianna's stepping up. I like Gianna's braids today. Does she? Who does her braids like that?
My mom,
How long does it take?
like 5 minutes.
That's awesome. They're like super good. I'm gonna have your mom braid my hair. Are the braids like good luck?
I guess so.
That was a good shot. Now, your mom likes to cheer normally. She's not cheering, though. I'm criticizing her.
Yeah. How rude.
I know. But who is the loudest cheerer in your family?
Me.
You?
Me, yes.
Yeah. You like to get loud? Like when the team was bowling the team championship, you guys were all screaming, right? The
When they
UIT
scrub,
team?
yeah.
Yeah.
But not when they were going, because then you'd get yelled at if you were talking a little too loud. They'd be like,
Oh. So when they finished, you could cheer.
yeah.
Gotcha. Good shot by Jasmine. Man, Jasmine throws it great. I don't know Jasmine. Jasmine Hall. I like her jersey, though. I am bowling jersey. Merchandiser of the SYC. Brooke here on lane 8. Ooh, she gets that one to go. A little Brooklyn. Brooklyn love. Shot by Bella. Could have struck. You just got a shout out in the chat.
Yes, that's my grandma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think you do great in commentary. If you don't want to, be an Olympic gymnast, you could maybe go and be a sports broadcaster.
Yeah.
Be a good job.
Yeah.
Or maybe you could be a sports broadcaster for gymnastics.
Yes.
Be fun, right?
Yeah.
Dell Ballard doesn't remember where our scores are. Do you want to tell Dell where he can find the scores? Do you know? Bull metrics?
Full metrics, yeah.
Yeah. Come on, Dell.
Yeah.
It's only been that way for about 3 years. Get with it. Are you even a sponsor of this event, Dell Ballard? I say that because you are. Ballard's Bowling Academy is one of our great supporters, and we give back to Ballard versus the Big C, which is a great charity.
Yes.
$5 of every entry goes to BVBC, which supports neck and throat cancer, and $5 goes to Make-A-Wish this year. Make-A-Wish Utah, which, of course, we're trying to grant a wish.
Yes.
It costs, do you know how much it costs to grant a wish?
A lot of money.
A lot of money. It's like over $10,000 to grant one wish. So we're trying to grant at least one wish this year.
Yeah.
Dell is literally killing. Dell, here's what I'm gonna do. Oh, hold on. Hang on. I got a slide for you. Just for you. Bull metrics. That's where the scores are. right here. Look. And I believe that if you look down at the comments or the caption of the video, the link is in the caption.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to help you, Dell. It's at Bowl Metrics. That's where the scores are.
Yes.
Go check it out. You can see how well the ladies are bowling. Okay. I'll stop picking on Hall of Famer Del Ballard now. It's so fun, though.
Yeah.
I want to see how Jasmine's bowling. Jasmine has had a little rough go of it today, but she is bowling well this game. So she's putting it all together last game, and you can have one bad block and still do really well in this event.
Yes.
Olivia did not like that shot. Or maybe she didn't. It went a little high. It's a good shot by Bella. Just can't get the strike. It was a really good shot. Olivia went for it.
Yeah.
Tricky pickup for Tara. Has your sister started looking at colleges?
Kind of.
Kind of, yeah.
We get a lot of things like mailed to our house.
Oh, I bet. Good shot. Really nice shot by Gianna. Do you have a favorite place that you've gone either because of your gymnastics or because of your sister's bowling?
I have two.
Okay.
So the first one was New York,
Yeah.
and we went because of SYC Delaware,
Yes.
and we stopped at New York, and we also stopped at Washington D.C., and we also stopped at New Jersey.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So you did it all.
Yeah.
You're like,
we
we're
went
going to,
all over.
man, you must have been tired after that.
Yeah, I was. And for gymnastics, my favorite was when I went to Florida for one of my meets.
Yeah. That's cool. Did you go to Orlando?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Did you,
went to Disney.
was it fun?
Mhm.
Yeah. Disney's awesome.
Yeah.
As soon as I started talking about Jasmine, I jinxed Jasmine. It's my fault. Jasmine, you can blame me. She just throws it so good. All right, Bella is due for a strike. She's on lane 9. Good shot. Yes, we got it.
Yes.
We have Keegan's grandma Jane is watching. Meemaw Jane is in. Keegan Alexander's grandma.
Yes.
She's from Rochester. We just met her. And she's watching even though Keegan's not bowling this tournament. Welcome, Jane. I love all the grandparents. I love when the grandparents are watching. They're my favorites.
Yeah.
Now, are you all done with school?
Yes, my last day was yesterday.
Is it great? Does it feel awesome?
Yes.
What grade are you in?
Well, now I'm in 7th.
7th grade.
Yes.
Nice. We have a question. Are there any 300s yet? We have not had a 300. We had the front 10 game 1. And I have not heard anything since. So I think the scores will come on either the medium or the long. Good shot by Gianna for a double. What's your high game?
237.
Very nice. Were you nervous when you were bowling that game?
Not really.
No. Have you seen your sister bowl a 300?
I have.
Was it awesome? Yeah. Haley's putting together a very solid game here. She is just sparing along.
Spare shooter.
Yes. Looks like Z&A Bowling says that he's been bowling for about a month and a half with the Smeel brothers who are bowling this tournament, and he already has a 300. That's pretty impressive.
That is very impressive.
My jinx of Jasmine is continued. I'm so sorry, Jasmine. I will take full credit. Good shot by Olivia. She just that easily could have struck there. Stephanie Alexander says hi, Olivia.
Hello.
Olivia, you're watching like 3 Olivias. Well, 1 Olivia. There's an Olivia there. I thought there was more than 1 Olivias. But
Olivia is a very common name. It's like one of the top in the U.S.
it's a pretty name. Joss is trying to take out the entire live stream right now. He's trying. Joss Weems is attempting to turn off the live stream before the games are over. Oh, good shot by Gianna. She liked it too. Good spare. Good spare. I don't know what she's looking at.
Probably at my mom.
Is your mom making silly faces at her?
Probably. She's weird.
We love your mom, though. She's awesome.
Yeah, I love my mom too, but she can be weird sometimes. Actually, most of the time she's weird.
We're all weird
Yeah.
in our own little ways. Jasmine. Maybe the ball is not helping Jasmine. She might need a ball change.
Yeah.
Because she's throwing it awesome. I love where her hand is. The lanes are just not helping her. Shot by Brooke. Just took off a little bit. See, the inside of this pattern is very tricky. It's very touchy. You gotta have. You can't. It's very speed sensitive. So if you change your speed, it's not gonna cooperate much. Not a lot of hold There's a lot of out of bounds, but just not a lot of hold in the middle.
Yep.
Your mom just asked Gianna to give her a good one.
And then she died.
She's going to step up. Do you think Gianna can give your mom a good strike? Let's see.
I think she can.
We're all watching Gianna. Bella has a great game going too. I hope I didn't just jinx her. I didn't. But she's been working. Her and Haley, they're just working really hard here.
Yeah.
It struck.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if that qualifies as a good one.
It wasn't pretty, but take it and run.
She's sticking her tongue out, so she didn't like it. Gianna says, I don't like that one. I could do better. Shot by Kendall. Another good game. Another solid game. Making spares. It's the key.
Maybe this is a pretty good pair overall.
I think it is. Amanda Lang got unlucky with that split there. But she can strike out. And she was doing pretty good going into this game too. I think she was in, oh, hang on. It just flipped on me. U18 girls. She was in 10th.
Yeah.
So she could strike out for 185 and she would still have a really good position going into the next 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Arden, I don't see Arden close by. She's probably on the other side. So you'll be able to see her bowl next round. And I think she is in the U15 girls. Arden is in 8th right now. And it might be higher because her last game didn't get put in. So she actually might be higher up in the standings.
Yeah.
Dell says if you get a strike, it's always a good one. That's how I feel. I don't know how the Brandolinos grade strikes, though. I mean, these are champions here. Josh Maslonic will probably hit the live stream pair this afternoon or tomorrow morning. U18 boys is our largest division. There are a lot of them. So there are a lot of those pairs. Man, Olivia just cannot catch a break on this pair. She can't find anywhere to hold. And it's just her ball is taking off and going high.
Yeah, she's been struggling a little bit.
Get the spare, Olivia. Good spare. So Bella will end with a 203 game. Really solid. Yeah. Haley got a 193 game. Just, man, she went double and then spared off the sheet. So that game could have been a lot higher for her, but she stayed patient, made all her spares, still bowled a 193. Great game. It's a lot of work. Sparing is a lot of work.
It is. There we go. There's a good strike from Gianna.
See, Del? That's a good strike
Yeah.
for Gianna. Abby Leindecker throws it so good.
Yeah.
And she's just not having much luck on this pair over here. Looks like she's trying to throw it a little harder, which is I think is the right idea on this pattern.
Yeah.
Good shot. Good shot. Abby wants to get off of this pair and go to lunch as quickly as possible. Now, where do you guys normally go to lunch when you're traveling? Do you go somewhere specific or just
Not
wherever?
really. We get fast food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever's convenient, kind of.
Yeah. Most of the time McDonald's, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I like it. There's a good shot by Abby. Abby's like, there it is. All right. So we're going to wrap up. Gianna finished with a 226. We're going to watch Haley finish her frame. We got Tara. I don't know if it's Tara or Tara. I don't know. We'll have to ask her. We're going to take a short break, and then bowling starts again at 2:30. So they have about an hour and a half to go grab something to eat, chill, relax. Now, Gianna changes her shirt usually.
Yeah, if she didn't bowl good the first block, then she changes it, but she probably will still change it.
Yeah.
Even if she did bowl good.
Yeah. How many shirts does she bring?
Well, to this weekend, she brought 4.
Four.
So she had 1 for each block and then an extra.
Just in case.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
And then she brought like 5 squirts because then she has to like decide which one matches with which jersey. And
It's a process.
Yeah.
It is a process.
Yes.
Dell just asked if there's a Skyline around. Dell, ironically, we drove past a Skyline Chili last night, and I told Leanne, I go, we should go there for Dell. I don't think Leanne will go to Skyline Chili. And I don't really like Skyline Chili, which will make me like, everyone's going to come and I'm going to get hate mail now because I said I don't like Skyline Chili. Jeff Collins in the chat. It does look hard. It looks hard on these pairs, but if you leave these pairs, it doesn't look as hard. Gianna is going to skip to get her bowling ball. She just skipped. All right, so Brooke is going to be our last bowler on the live stream.
Yes.
And then we're going to
Go eat lunch.
go eat lunch. That is right. I'm hungry.
Me too.
I had a breakfast burrito here for breakfast, though. It was delicious. It was yummy. I'm going to have it again tomorrow. Brooke gets the spare. Good job, Brooke. She's like, that was not what I was trying to do, but it worked out.
That's all that matters.
That's right. And let's see if we can end on a strike. And we do.
Yes.
Very nice, Brooke. All right, Olivia, thank you for joining me in the live stream booth. Good job. Your future as a sports broadcaster is still alive.
Yes.
Or an Olympic gymnast.
Yeah.
Which one do you want to be more?
I don't know.
Let's go Olympics. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. Well, we will see you guys this afternoon. We will be back at 2:30 p.m. to watch some more bowling. And until then, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you later.
Thanks for watching. This has been a live stream of the 2023 SYC Kentucky from Kingpin Lanes in Jeffersontown, Kentucky. The preceding was produced exclusively by Storm Bowling. For more information on upcoming events and more, please visit stormbowling.com. Once again, thanks for watching the SYC Kentucky.